But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's do this.
All right.
I think we should play the Mitt Romney song to get everyone in the mood for some good radio today. Yeah, why not?
Mitt Romney.
America.
You know, I love this song. That's good. No, you don't.
No one loves patriotic songs.
Beautiful.
We deal with patriotic songs.
Or spacious skies.
Above the fruited plain.
Above the fruited plain. He's got no fucking game. No soul, yos.
He's such a liar, though. This guy's a liar. He lies. Because no one likes patriotic songs.
No.
I love this one. No, you don't.
I love this one.
Like
really?
Like he sits around and just plays patriotic songs.
You got it on your iPhone? Do you listen to it when you're driving? It's not quite a toe tapper.
Can you sing that song? I love that song. You know that song?
I love that song.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty, above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy
This is going great.
From sea to shining sea.
Yay.
As everyone's just droning on in the background like fucking zombies. Like a cult. Stop lying, Mitt. You don't love that song.
I love this song. This is a great little number.
Know who loves songs like that? The boys, after they came back from the big one.
From WWII?
Yeah, when they were back home. Or coming back home.
When the Doughboys came back.
They were cranking those songs.
Go even further back. Yeah, this...
But Romney...
That's ridiculous.
Romney kicked Newt Gingrich's ass there in Florida. No surprise.
Yes.
No surprise there, by the way.
Republican primary in Florida, like 3-1, I guess.
And he was outspending them down there, so...
Yeah.
I mean, if you're really rich, you could be president.
Yeah, well, that's always been the game.
Well, yeah, but they make believe anyone could become president. They teach that in school. You know, someday maybe you could be president.
If you study hard
right.
and get good grades,
oh yeah,
you can be president.
Oh yeah, and hopefully you're a billionaire too.
Yeah. Hopefully you could, raise billions of dollars and
throw that in there. When did it become where you had to be extremely rich to become president? I think you got to go before Kennedy, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Who was the last president that wasn't rich?
Honest Abe? Was it Honest Abe Lincoln? His big dumb hat? Maybe he had money stashed in there.
Anybody have the answer, you think?
Was Clinton rich?
I don't think he was poor. He went to Oxford, didn't he?
Yeah, he might have been on a scholarship, though.
Well, wasn't really?
He's a smart guy.
Even if you're on a scholarship.
I really wonder who was the last working class Joe.
You probably have to go back a long way. Like, was Lyndon Johnson? I'm sure he was. I'm just going by his accent.
How about Ike?
Lyndon Johnson
like Ike.
had to be rich from being from Texas.
Oh, right.
Probably had some of that oil money.
Yeah.
What?
I think you're military guys like Eisenhower.
Maybe go with Eisenhower?
That's a military guy.
Right.
No money. He's just getting an honest wage from his military career.
Romney kicked his ass, mostly because I think he has a lot more money, especially in Florida.
I think people are getting fed up with Newt's hijinks and shenanigans with, just not backing out, even though he's losing.
Hey, man, 46 states to go.
46
states to go.
He's becoming that guy that everyone recognizes should back out and isn't. So he's becoming less and less of a threat.
What was that?
Newt, yeah.
But shouldn't like a Santorum back out before Newt does?
Yeah.
Isn't it kind of protocol that Rick Santorum should now back out?
I thought he was out.
Ron Paul, is not backing out.
No, because he's got to be one of those fucking pilot fish.
He doesn't even really
hang under a shark's mouth.
He doesn't even want to be president.
Yeah.
Did people know that? He just wants to get his message out there.
Yeah.
That the whole system is fucked up. He doesn't actually want to try to fix it.
No. Eventually, Newt will have to leave the race. Again, I think he's just going to become one of these guys that no one really listens to or takes seriously during this whole thing.
Yeah.
And hearing Mitt kind of bash Obama last night was refreshing. Instead of them just going back and forth, he's kind of taking the lead now as the Republican front runner. Also, he's got Secret Service protection now.
Starting today.
Why?
Let's see. Well, he has big crowds. He's kind of the front runner. I think they're
I guess when
anticipating that he's going to be the guy, so they're kind of getting their ducks in order.
Yeah, they don't want to.
The Robert Kennedy.
They don't want a Robert
situation,
Kennedy
right.
situation, right?
I actually drove right by where that Jonathan Shelby, where I've been by where the ambassador used to be in L.A.
Yeah.
We were riding by, and he goes like, it was right there. So there's like a little memorial
Let's
for
cut
him.
through the kitchen.
Didn't they close down that place for a
It's
while?
gone. It's a school now.
It is a school.
Yeah.
Is it the Robert F. Kennedy School?
I don't
That
know,
would
but
be
there's a huge.
interesting.
There's
Oh,
a
boy,
huge,
would that be in bad
well,
taste.
as long as it's not the Sirhan. Yeah, it's a big memorial to him. And John said he actually got to stand where it happened. He said after they were shooting something there, so to speak.
Well,
Well, we got to stand where Kennedy got shot. JFK.
Yep.
That's always fun, taking your turn on the X. Hoping the
sure.
traffic doesn't hit you.
Doesn't hit you and you become a casualty. Dallas, Texas.
Oh, me and Jimmy almost saw a lady just buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been great.
Emasculating awful
Just
woman.
completely clueless, trying to get her picture on the X as you know, there's traffic coming because the locals in Dallas,
Oh, yeah,
they don't want to deal with that anymore, so they're not slowing down for you because you're on the X trying to get your picture taken.
No.
And man, we almost saw someone buy it. It was
great.
close. So that's your headline. Romney kicked Newt Gingrich's ass in Florida.
Got him. Yeah, he's going to be the guy, and
Positive.
yeah,
Pretty tough to lose at this point.
Yeah. Now, when you get that kind of momentum and there's not a shitload of candidates left, you got to start like rallying behind him if you're a Republican, and
Right.
hey, this is our guy.
Well, the GOP's got to sit Newt down and go, hey, man, for the sake of the party, you got to fucking do the right thing.
Well,
here, right?
yeah, but again, he's looking like an idiot now. He's not looking like a guy that's like, well, this guy could shake things up. He could say things he could. Because now he's just looking like, all right, Newt, leave already. Stop.
But why is he looking like an idiot? It's not like there's a lot of votes still to be had.
Yeah, but everyone knows he should be out of this.
And
He should
why?
back out.
Why, as a country, we decide after 4 states that this is the guy?
Right.
Well, I know that's
Ronnie
that's
brought
silly,
that up,
too.
and I was like, "Holy shit, you're right." Most of the country doesn't matter.
No, most of the country doesn't get to vote. Even
They don't
in
even
those
get to
states.
vote. That's crazy.
Yeah. Even in the states where there's primaries, people don't vote.
They really want to control how we vote for our candidates.
Yeah, it's like, well, the vote's up to you, the American people, but here's your guys that you can vote for.
But someone
Really?
picked.
Thanks.
Someone picked a long time ago. I don't know because I fell asleep in history. You got New Hampshire, Iowa, South Carolina, and Florida. Right? That's the 4 states. That's the 4 states, and by Florida, okay, here's your guy.
Well, they move on to Nevada next.
Yeah,
Look
but
out.
most
Yeah, now it's pretty much
like you're
Romney.
saying that Newt needs to leave after 4 states.
Yeah.
And they also have a weird way of setting it. Like during those debates, it should be a random way that they stand. Like I hated the way they would stand the 2 front runners in the center of the camera.
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah.
It just looks like they're the guy.
It does.
It's like they're rigging it.
Not fair for the other guys.
It should be absolutely, I would say alphabetical, but even that's not fair. A random every time.
right.
Yeah.
Like why should Ron Paul or whoever stand in the fucking corner?
Yeah, the guys that are way on the edges, they don't get any.
Because they look like fringe guys,
Yeah.
as opposed to there's something about the guy center square that looks like that's the guy. And it's
yeah.
I don't give a fuck Mitt Romney. I don't hate him. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but I don't know. Fuck him. He annoys me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy Wacko writes on Twitter, it's possible
Wacko?
It's possible Romney is truly that boring. He might love that song. He just might like that one.
Above the fruited plains. Fruited. That's just terrible.
Newt is waiting for Super Tuesday. What's Super Tuesday? A bunch of states?
Oh, it's Tuesday that
All in one
saves
day?
people and can
Yeah.
see through things, but is vulnerable to kryptonite.
What's the Super Tuesday? Is that 5 states all in
Yeah,
all in
all
one?
at once. I don't even know which ones they are. It's whatever.
We got the answer. The last non-rich president was who? Harry S.?
Harry S. Truman?
How do you know he wasn't rich?
I looked up the net worths of all the presidents.
Whoa.
Yeah, but he was back in the day when the money meant more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was the last one that was less than $1 million.
The buck stops here so he could take it.
Wait,
that's pretty much what? Historical quote humor? No.
His worth was less than $1 million? Mm-hmm. Holy fuck.
And then Calvin Coolidge before him.
At what?
Less than $1 million.
Holy mackerel. And everyone else way over the million?
Yeah, like FDR was $60 million. And
$60 million?
Hoover was $75 million.
Couldn't buy him legs, though, right? Yeah, see?
Said all the money he saved on shoes.
Teddy Roosevelt was $125 million.
Bully.
What?
That's right.
I always thought he was just a regular guy.
Just a broke hunter guy, adventure
Rider.
He was worth
Rough Rider, yes.
$125 million in today's dollars?
We just have rich guys
Of course.
like
Yeah, it's all bullshit when they
Even
tell
back
you
then.
in school you can be president.
Yeah.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
rich.
George Washington was $525 million.
That's today's
No
money.
way.
Got-
Stop.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's today's
That's
money.
today's money.
Yeah, they didn't even have that much money in the country back then. He owned every dollar.
Wow, he fucking was rich.
They all are, man.
You always feel like George Washington was just a regular farmer guy that came up.
Man,
He was rich.
founding fathers were the 1%ers, man.
Of course
Well,
they
they
were.
were. They were. Actually.
Yes, they were. Literally.
They really. I mean, I know I've bashed the founding fathers because of the hypocrisy of slave owners.
Yeah.
You try but freedom. It just drives me fucking nuts.
It was the time. They
Abe
weren't
Lincoln?
considered human back then.
Yeah, but
It was
they
like-
knew it was right and wrong.
Yeah.
They knew it was right and wrong. Yeah.
Abe Lincoln was less than one.
Yeah, but
That has to be today's dollars.
Yeah, I'm
obviously.
sure it's today's
okay.
dollars.
Wow. All right.
because Thomas Jefferson was $200 million.
$200 million.
Did you get any of that? Because he's a relative, right? No,
Not
you
yet.
didn't pass it down to you there, Sammy?
Not yet.
How about JFK?
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
The
Kidding
Kennedy
me?
clan,
Yeah.
they got quite a few bucks.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
there.
that
was-
bootlegging was good money.
Although he never inherited his father's fortune, the Kennedy
Why?
family estate was worth nearly $1 billion.
A billion.
He's the richest.
He was the
Wow. Damn.
Although,
So
money
keep
coming
believing.
out his nose, along with his brains.
So keep believing that you could be president someday,
Right.
kids.
LBJ
It's
was
impossible.
$98 million, and
What was Nixon?
President.
Tricky Dicky had some bucks.
$15 million.
Ah, not that much.
Nah.
As far as the president goes. Fair enough for the Western White House.
Clinton.
Clinton was $38 million.
Jesus.
Why is there no cap on what you can spend?
I don't know.
Like,
That's
Yeah.
really a really good question.
Yeah.
I mean, whether you like Newt or not, he didn't have a chance in Florida. They've
I don't like
talked
him.
about it on the news a lot. Mitt was outspending him 6-1, something like that.
It's like anything else, even a product. You know, if a product has a great advertising campaign because they have the funds for it, it's going to outsell a mom and pop brand that might actually be better than the name brand, but the name brand is the one that gets the advertising. What do you think? People look at it differently because they're people and you're voting for president? No, it's the same fucking mindset of this guy's face is in front of me all the time on television. He must be good. Must be good.
That's why we should question that, because America in general is stupid.
It
They
is.
buy into that way
Yes.
too easily.
Exactly.
We go into CVS, right? We're all scared to buy the No Frills brand.
Oh yeah.
Even though
look like an asshole.
you look at it with the brand name, and it's the exact same ingredients.
everything, but you don't want to look like a person that would buy that.
I've asked the pharmacist what's the difference, and like chemically, I forget what it was between Nexium
Right.
and whatever the name brand was. She said something about when one was
Come on, Valtrex. We all know what you really mean.
no. I forget what the real one for that one is. Valsutra or something. But it was. She said it was some a minor chemical switch it did not affect at all.
One of the inert ingredients.
Yeah, whatever that means.
What?
It sounds right.
Well, one of the things that don't do anything.
Inert?
Yeah, like a lot of medications, the pill is made up of a lot of inert material, which doesn't have any kind of a medical benefit, but you have to make the pill bigger. So it's, if you just put the medicine in, it would be this little tiny pill.
Oh, okay.
So in order to make it bigger and make it a certain shape and stuff, they add in these fillers
And what
that
is-
really don't.
What are the fillers?
It's just sometimes it's some
Starch?
grains, starch, things like that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you know this
I
shit?
can't believe he knows that.
Well, I was
Well, he knows
working at
the
a
name.
vitamin factory once when I
Really?
when I was doing air conditioning, heating, and ventilation. I had to ventilate the dust that would come off of it.
Yeah.
So I watched the vitamin machines go around, and a lot of the vitamins are just filler. It's just like this filler powder that would go in, and a little dye and tool and dye would go chikum chikum chikum, and then vitamins would come out like all crazy in the conveyor belt.
How do they measure it perfectly for each vitamin?
I know. Well, they
I don't get that.
It's a bunch of dust,
Right.
And it comes out of this big tube
Right.
onto a flat metal disc with little holes in it that are shaped like the vitamin. So as it's turning, the little holes fill up with the powder. And then a compression thing goes into the hole and compresses it into the shape of a vitamin. So it automatically knows how much is in there just for the fact that it's filling the hole
That's
up.
unbelievable.
It really
Someone
is.
had to figure out
Fucking-
how to make
yeah.
that machine.
I know. The machines are more amazing than what the
How it's
machines
made
are
is
making.
obviously one of the greatest shows ever invented.
I was watching How It's Made. They had a marathon going, and yeah, I'm just like, but it does depress me watching that show because I just imagine the hell of having one of those jobs. You see these people, and their whole job is just picking out paper clips that aren't bent properly. You know, it's like, God, just kill yourself.
just sucks.
Oh, it's horrible.
all day long.
All day.
Wow.
I get a kick out of those. Like those, I saw them how they made a kayak.
Yeah.
And how they have to take the material and stretch it out and measure it and do the stitching.
Oh, doesn't it look like a pain?
Oh,
it looks like so much
sucks.
work and concentration. I saw making a hockey fucking skate. There's 8,000 different panels on those hockey skates that are bent over each other and Kevlar and fucking carbon fiber. And then these old ladies just sit there sewing it, and they're not even looking. They're like, bah, bah, bah. 1,000 miles an hour.
Unbelievable.
They don't get their thumbs stuck in there. It just looks frightening.
I literally can't sew a button.
No.
No.
So your pants.
Why would
Remember
you?
when someone would go, sew? You go, sew your pants. Chip finds that hilarious.
It's a good one.
Why
He's
would
going
you-
to lean over and rub me with his forearm.
Why would you want to sew a button?
Well, it's obviously it's a basic
cares?
function.
No, it's not.
Yeah, if a button
is.
falls off, who hasn't been getting ready for the grand party? Ah, drat! Darn button!
My
Your
button's off and I've had avocado spilt on me.
You hand it over to the broad.
That's good if you get
Let
a
a
broad.
dame.
But
Let
if
a
you're
dame
single,
You give it to the dame.
I'm single.
They learned that from an early age, how to sew buttons on.
Women have gotten a little lackadaisical
They
about
sure
that shit,
have.
though, man. They don't
used
know
to have
how
special skills.
They used to take the little fucking handball and shove it in the sock and sew the sock up.
Jesus.
Like now they just get you a new pair of fucking socks.
Like here, I got.
Is that how they would do it?
Yeah, in the old days, they would call darning the sock.
Jesus.
Darning. And they put the little ball in
I
there.
guess they were going to say damning, but darning is
Yeah.
nice. I don't know.
Exactly, Chip. Oh, no.
don't
You
rub-
came over-
don't do that.
You came over to give me the old
Please don't
funny
do that.
elbow, and it doesn't work right. He rubs his forearm.
How do you know it's called darning, though?
From a Honeymooners episode.
Yeah, but I saw that same honeymooners episode. I'm sure.
What are they doing?
I don't
Oh.
remember.
Don't
that.
they cook for you and clean for you and darn your socks for you?
Oh, you sure it
Carlos.
doesn't say and iron your socks? It's
No,
darn.
darn your socks for you?
Darn.
Look at this. All because
Carlos.
all because there's a hole in your sock. Get
Yeah,
outta
doesn't that look like
here.
a big pain in the ass?
She could be cooking a pot roast.
Buy new socks.
Exactly.
Sinatra used to have to wear new socks every day. It was a weird thing. He hated
Ooh.
ripped socks, I guess.
Oh, I bet because his feet reeked really
Yeah.
bad.
Nothing.
Fucking booze oozing out of his fucking foot sweat pores.
Nothing better than giving in and getting new socks, though.
Dude, I'm
the
due.
feeling. I'm so due.
What's worse than a fucking toenail poking through that hole and you're like, oh, your mother's cunt.
That is horrible, man.
Oh God.
I loathe a hole in my sock.
Oh, that's
every
terrible.
sock I have
You go-
looks
go-
like Kennedy's hat.
You go golden toe.
Yeah.
You go golden toe.
What?
The white golden toes.
No.
It's the brand.
I just regular white socks. I don't really wear white socks a lot. I wear dress socks all the
Oh
time.
my God, the material and dress socks.
Not
drive me
the
nuts.
thick ones. No, not I mean the thin ones. Not the thin ones. I like this.
No,
it's very
man, you need cotton.
smooth
That's
and-
not 100% cotton.
How thick are those?
They're kind of.
Mine are like kind of.
Oh, Jimmy's are sick, dude. Jimmy's playing footsie with me.
I have a thicker dress sock.
Yes, a
on.
thicker dress sock.
No,
I
I
like a
can't do
good
dress sock.
smooth dress sock.
They don't breathe, man.
No,
You
no,
feel your
these
sweat
are-
just staying in
No,
there.
they're not the old school like putting a fucking floor shine shoe.
Yeah.
They're, you know.
How long is this fucking darning video?
Oh, my God, it takes forever. And look at it. It looks like shit.
That's stupid.
Buy a new sock, you dumb old broad. Who are you, Mrs.
I'll
Ingalls?
put a patch on it.
Now your big toe is going to be uncomfortable in that sock.
Churn some butter after this?
How big is that hole?
Yeah,
What'd
really.
you
What was
do?
he doing?
Fucking bear bit him.
The old school.
Yeah.
When you're fucking steel toe booting minorities, you have to come home and your wife has to darn your sock.
That's Heather Mills' pant leg after the spill.
She could darn a sock just by putting it on her stump instead of using the ball.
A darn a sock. I never
Yes.
heard that.
Darn.
We'll forget
that?
the word, though. Ask us tomorrow. We
Oh,
won't
my
remember.
God. Now she's got to go the other way.
What?
She's pretty much knitting a new sock.
And all the material you had to buy for that, you could have used that for a new sock.
That's stupid.
It's dumb.
Boy, do you have to go both ways?
Yeah, now she's like weaving it.
It's one of those skills that you don't need anymore.
No, this shit is done.
This is just
This went out
dumb.
with churning butter and fucking
She's basically making a new
making
sock.
birch beer.
If you had a choice between a girl who could really suck dick and one who could darn a sock, is there anyone that would take this skill?
Oh, man.
Who would choose this?
I bet a sock darner doesn't suck a good dick.
No, big fat girl. She has like those fucking skin tags under her arms, but she can darn a heck of a sock.
Look at this. It's exhausting.
And it looks terrible.
It does look like shit.
It's like a fucking wound.
What year is this from?
Darning a condom on the tip of your dick.
Can you fast forward through this? We know how it ends.
Yeah.
Hopefully with a gunshot wound to her own head.
Oh, my God. It's still going.
She's literally weaving.
Okay, this video is 9 minutes long. Would
Of
you take
her just-
Would you take 9 minutes to fix one sock? Why would
and
you
I'm
do
sure
that?
no, and it's longer than 9 minutes because it's not real time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're cutting. They're doing certain
Sam.
cuts. Oh, it's Sam. Sorry,
Sam zipping through.
I thought Sam was. Look at that. She's knitted a whole cross weave of yarn on the front of a sock.
It has 192,000. It has more views than fucking my videos for stand-up.
That's crazy, and a shitload of likes.
Why would anyone watch this?
It
probably
is
all her.
amazing. Look at
Please
that.
dislike this video. I hate this video.
The front of it now, the front of the sock now, if you're a Star Trek fan, looks like the front of a Yeoman Rand's hairdo. That basket weave fucking. What is that?
I got it.
Why would
I
you
got
do that? Use gray stitching, maybe.
Well, that was to show the people watching the video.
Oh, thanks. I didn't realize that, Jimmy.
No?
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah, because it would blend in and you wouldn't know. All right, stop sewing.
You know what we need?
Can you sing that song? I love that song.
I love
you know
it.
that song?
I love it.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty, above the fruited plain. America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.
Keep fucking that chicken. Kevin from Connecticut saying, yes, he has the voice of a Republican.
Yeah.
Republicans not known. Remember the MC Rove? Remember MC Rove
Humiliating.
when he did that? I'm MC Rove. They were doing a bad rap.
right,
act.
right,
Oh,
right.
God, was that
I forgot about that.
fucking embarrassing.
That was more Republican shit.
Look at these old white guy Republicans doing this.
He can't be beat because he's so white from his head to his feet. But he will rap it when you give him a chance. Look at him move, doing a rapping dance. That's true, he's a dancing resident. He is the sidekick to the president. He's going above and tell me what is your name? MC Rowe. That's true.
Oh, God, this is terrible.
Are you embarrassed?
It's so embarrassing. He's trying to.
Look at the black guy who can actually dance, of course.
Yeah. No, he can't dance.
What is he
He's a black
doing?
Republican.
He's got so much to prove. And tell me you never thought this man.
But this is the correspondence dinner, right? Where
Whatever
they let
is.
it hang out.
It doesn't give you an excuse to just be a complete asshole.
And talking and dancing and talking and dancing and talking and dancing and talking.
It's fucking awful.
Oh, what's your name? MC Rowe.
Oh, he looks like an idiot.
This is so embarrassing.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen.
In reality, it doesn't work like it does in those wacky comedy movies when the old white people start hip-hopping.
But
Usually
this is
at the
why
end of the movie.
It's humiliating, and I hate when they paint it any other way.
Yeah.
Tell me what is your name? MC Rose. You can see him later hanging in the cove. Tell me what is your name? MC Rose. Doing it right, and he really.
Wow.
How long is this on for?
What's your name? MC Rose. Give it up for F.
Holy mother of fuck.
Terrible.
Okay, faggot. That's next.
One more thing about
Right, MC Rove.
one more thing about politics. Rachel Maddow.
Ah, that man, that
What'd he
gentleman.
say?
Well-
Yes, of course.
Well, this will drive you a little nuts. She accuses Newt Gingrich of making racial allusions, and fucking the Scowler himself
God.
had to pipe in.
What?
Al Sharpton, who just sits there and scowls the entire time. he's
Of
on
course
TV,
he does.
making everyone uncomfortable.
So angry.
Why doesn't anybody just tell him he's a twat?
Yeah.
We do.
Back off,
but I mean, people
shithead.
on shows them just go, "Shut up!" You.
Yeah.
They're too scared of him, man. It's really weird. People that have been on MSNBC forever, now they have to do panel with him, and you can see they're scared that they might say the wrong thing in front of the Scowler.
I'm calling it now MIRS NBC. Because all they do now is fucking preach that we're not paying our fair share of taxes. Every one of those promos, it was all about doing your best for the country and paying your fair share of taxes. What are they fucking in cahoots? They're in cahoots.
The one thing both parties should agree on is that as Americans, we pay way too many.
We're paying amazing taxes.
We pay too much in taxes.
How about the fact you're spending it like shitheads?
right?
God.
How about we agree on that at least?
Yeah.
I agree with you.
cares?
I agree with you with the MSNBC thing.
know.
It's infuriating to say no, you're not paying your fair share. That's crazy. What's up?
Super Bowl ad under fire because Career Builders ad features chimps as workers. Like, who gives a fuck?
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
It looks funny.
And it'll probably get more attention now that everyone's talking about it.
And some free airplay.
And
Now,
speaking of
the chimps
football-
were having fun.
Why?
Yeah, they look like
Yeah.
they're having fun.
Oh, is it
Hey,
animal
you think you're a
activists
big
that are
football fan?
angry?
How about that?
Who's mad? Let's try to
Oh,
find out.
Jimmy, what were you implying?
I just said I was annoyed that they're showing it on the news that I don't know who's mad. Who could be mad about that?
Exactly.
No one's mad about it. The news makes believe people are mad about it.
Yeah.
They start half this shit.
Chimps are adorable. They're adorable.
Chicago.
People love a good chimp.
Huh?
Chicago Zoo is mad.
Oh, okay.
The Chicago Zoo?
I thought
Why
it
are
was
they mad?
I thought it was a workers group that didn't like workers being interpreted.
Oh.
Okay.
Look at that. He's in his suit. It's hilarious.
Why is the Chicago Zoo mad about this?
Why are they mad?
Zoos are shitty animals.
I know.
They should shut their mouths.
Leave them in the wild where they can be poached.
Most zoos don't take care of their animals. They put them in small spaces because humans are too lazy to walk great distances to look at the animals.
It was MC Rove. That's funny.
I'm MC Rove.
I wish he would have grabbed his chest and just fallen into the drum set. Fucking douchebag.
The officials fear images of the frolicking chimps broadcast worldwide do little to help conservation efforts, inaccurately portraying the animals as unthreatened and even as cuddly, harmless pets.
Oh, should we just portray them as horrible testicle ripper-offers?
Right. Wow, yeah.
Because that's what they really are.
God, we need a chimp to work here. He'll get some shit done for us.
Chimps have been in suits and clothes and looking cuddly for years. People love a good chimp in a suit. It's hilarious. How about him in the little engineer outfit? What is cuter than a chimpanzee dressed like he's ready to drive a train? It's fucking adorable.
Who doesn't like that?
I love it.
Let it be.
I wanted a chimp when I was a kid. Every kid wanted a little monkey. You watch the Little Rascals? Spanky had one.
I knew a girl that had one.
Yeah?
Yeah, when we were in like kindergarten and
Not
grammar
a chimp,
school.
right? She had like a...
Oh, she had some kind of monkey. I don't remember.
One of
You
them
don't want to be his
outbreak monkeys?
uncle.
No, you don't, Chip. That's funny.
Everybody wanted to go over her house to check it out.
Yeah.
I was never invited.
Yeah.
I had a crush on her.
She'd be like, you want to come over to see my monkey?
I was never invited.
Yeah.
It was probably her pussy.
Yeah.
That was you didn't understand the euphemism.
Yeah, maybe she never had a monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her chimp mouth.
They're putting their face in her monkey and kissing it. Oh, I see.
The rumor was she had some kind of monkey.
Look at that monkey. He's wearing a little striped shirt.
Yeah.
He's wearing a visor because he's playing poker, and he's smoking his cigarette. Fucking hilarious.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
I bet the animal rights activists would have a
Oh,
problem
they don't
with
like the smoking
thing.
monkey.
They don't
They
want
don't
your
like
monkey
the smoking monkey.
anymore.
But do you ever see a hacking monkey with lung cancer or something? Never. They don't smoke that much, monkeys. They really can't buy their own cigarettes.
That's the problem. You have to feed their addiction.
Monkeys have to bum
What about
cigarettes.
this one with the gun?
That's adorable.
You like that?
Yeah, look. Little chimp with a gun.
He looks like he's
Fucking cute as hell.
He looks like he's focusing.
Well, that's an old chimp.
Oh, wow. Let's see the old chimp. Oh, that's just
man.
awful. Look what happens to a chimp.
You need some Rogaine.
Oh, my God. That's horrendous.
It's like anything else.
Who would fuck that?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awful.
Poor old guy.
All right, you want to hear the Rachel Maddow thing?
Yeah, let's hear what she's got to say.
Racial allusions accusing Newt Gingrich. And then stupid Al Sharpton had it.
No, it's once again, of course, the media accusing a white guy of being we got
Race
it. Right.
card.
Cool. Good.
Let me say something provocative, but I think it's true. Is that why we keep getting racial allusions from Newt Gingrich? Newt Gingrich tonight brought back the food stamps president thing. He's been doing that, bringing that up in Florida. And then tonight he went to President Obama ought to stop singing, ought to stop being the entertainer in chief. Essentially,
holy shit! Why is that racial?
Why is that?
I'll tell you why.
Why is that racial?
Because she is a guilty, a guilty pandering cracker bitch.
Just sees racism in everything.
A guilty white woman who would never make that accusation in reverse.
Holy fuck!
But thought about it.
I didn't think that Obama.
No, she's another white person who's seeking Sharpton's approval.
Right.
They're all
Sitting
scared
there.
of him.
They all
As
want to be the
sits there
guy
and
he
scowls,
likes.
It's like, okay, I'll cater to you.
God, I wish I could just read their minds and know exactly what they're really thinking, because you know what it is? It's horrible racism.
Wow.
But
so
everyone gets
Obama decided to sing a song, and now Newt's making fun of it. Who cares?
Yeah, but all of a sudden,
basically
it
saying,
becomes
look, instead
racist.
of singing and entertaining people, maybe we should take care of some things that are happening in this country. That's what I got from it. I didn't get a racial thing.
It becomes racist.
When you're a groveling white lady.
Wow, Rachel Maddow, you suck.
She stinks.
You fucking suck.
Well, is there more to it? I mean, is there anything
Oh,
else?
yeah. I just had to stop it there because I can't believe this is what it's about.
the entertainer in chief, essentially caricaturing him in a way that almost calls out to minstrelsy.
What? No, you're making that leap.
No one made that assumption until you just fucking said it out of your dyke-looking mouth.
She stinks,
You
man.
suck.
Wow.
You suck.
Wow.
Minstrelsy?
Really?
Wow.
Is that even a word, minstrelsy? I like that.
Are you kidding
And
me?
I think
I like a minstrelsy, to tell you the truth.
They all become a C on their menstruation. And I think Gingrich stinks. But for him to criticize the president like that and say stop being the singing or entertainment president, did they criticize Clinton of that because he played on Arsenio and?
Well, I thought the whole comment by Newt Gingrich was a stretch to begin with. You know what I mean? But basically trying to say, look, you need to work on the country and not be entertaining people. But that's a stretch. The guy that had a moment at a dumb, what was it, a fundraiser?
Yeah.
And decided
when he sang Al Green, yeah.
He sang one fucking line.
Yeah.
It took 10 seconds.
And to all you guys out there that call out Fox all the time, you're right. You know, it's biased.
Wow, this is bad.
But
though.
this doesn't get called out except by most people.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
No one would put it in this context except for these fucking bedwetting left-wing shitheads like Rachel Maddow
Sitting
and her
there
ilk.
begging for his approval.
Yeah.
Begging.
Just suck his dick.
Begging for him to validate her as one of the good white people.
Well, here comes Al. Al's got something
I'm
to say.
sure he
When is the
does.
last time has anybody ever suggested racism that twat Sharpton has ever goes, nah, it doesn't seem like it.
Right.
It literally is Pavlov's dog. All you got to say is racism. He's like, yeah, you're right.
Yes, it is. I haven't looked into it, but it is racist.
All you got to say, I 100% guarantee he agrees.
Him in a way that almost calls out to minstrelsy.
Yeah.
I mean, Reverend Al?
I think you're right, which is why I brought Herman Cain back in the conversation, because he had no problem with Mr. Cain. But I think that he is clearly going after what he considers a Southern mentality with racial illusions, and always wrapped around when he refers to the president.
Oh gosh!
Shut the fuck up,
Oh,
you
my
you
God,
you
you
liar!
stink.
There's fucking Tawana Brawley,
God.
Tawana Brawley.
Oh
Yeah,
my God,
those
you
Greek
stink.
homos.
Yeah, Greek homos.
Fuck you.
Is that subtle enough? Greek homos.
I'm going to Twitter Al Sharpton and mention Greek homos.
Yes.
Why don't
Yes.
you do that, Jimmy?
Yes, I will. He forgot to mention it last night. No one should ever let that cocksucker forget the things he said.
Greek homos, they the ones that eating the cock. They come home, they got cum all over their face. They like the GOP. They got to come over their face and go, I'm not the one been sucking dick, but they the ones with the cum all over their face. They been sucking the balls dry. They the ones been licking their ass. Greek homos.
What is any possible reason you could feel that this kind of statement?
Fuck, I can't look at Imus having to kiss his ass.
I'm sorry I said that.
Why would he go into
Reverend Al, I apologize, and yeah.
The morning could be just forgiven and overlooked.
I'm going to play some cuts from Al Sharpton and explain why he has the moral authority to lead the effort to fire anybody based on his past remarks.
By the way, Sean Hannity got this from us. You know that, right?
What?
Don't cover them. Don't talk to them. Because you got the only nigga problem. Because you know if a black man stood up next to you, they would see you for the whore that you really are. White folks was in the cave when we had built empires.
Really?
We learned to admire them, but they knew to admire us. We built pyramids before Donald Trump ever knew what architecture was.
No, you didn't.
We taught philosophy and astrology
No, you didn't.
and mathematics.
Didn't even have a wheel.
Before Socrates and them Greek homos ever got around.
Greek homos.
In the universe. And we don't go buy some Colonel Sanders chicken. Then the Chinaman come in there and throw some hot
Chinaman.
and dip it down, and you stand line by that. Koreans sell us watermelon. We need watermelon all our lives. But they gonna come cut it up, put it in a bucket with a rubber band around it. And we gonna buy it like it's something we didn't know.
He's killing.
Elio
It's like
Terrell,
Def Jam.
those race-
It's like Def Jam. That's great. Just take Socrates and relegate it to Greek homo. That makes you sound real intelligent. Philosopher, instead of like researching what Socrates said and Greek homo.
That's the guy a lot of white people in media are scared of.
Yeah,
that's
he's
fucking idiot.
He's a shock jock.
Right. Admitting that black people eat watermelon, by the way. But if you're white and say that,
No.
oh boy, he'll get on your fucking case.
We've been eating watermelon for years.
He stinks. But Maddow in this situation is worse by even trying to go there.
Just sucking up to him.
Just begging for him to approve of her, begging for him to co-sign for her as one of the decent white people.
Yeah, look at me. I'm saying that he's racist, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that good, Reverend Al?
How bad does she want to wear boys' clothes on TV too? They have to dolly her
She's
up and make her
abominable.
Well, they have to make her slightly female.
Yeah.
She doesn't go. She doesn't walk around the streets looking like that.
Minstrelsy.
She wants to be a boy.
Minstrelsy.
No one watches her show, by the way.
Her show is bombing.
It's bombing
Is it
horrifically.
bombing?
There was actually on Jeopardy, they put a picture of her up and said, this host of an MSNBC or whatever the fuck it is, and no one got the answer. No one knew her fucking name with her picture up there on Jeopardy.
That's her, by the way. She
Yeah.
wants to wear boys' clothes so
That's-
bad on TV,
that's
but MSNBC said, nope, you can't. If you want this gig, you got to fucking be
That's great. She yearns for a dick. Not one in her, one on her.
to be a bit more feminine.
Wrapped in the flag with that man fucking
She looks like
face.
Spike Ferriston.
Yeah.
Do you remember we had Spike on? She looks like Spike Ferriston.
Wow, I know you're not a big Obama fan, but
Oh,
it was just a quick moment. It was just a quick, dumb little moment he
Oh
had.
yeah, that doesn't even come into
But
play
for them
as far
to
as
try
me
to
not
make-
liking him as president. No,
Right.
it's fine. I think I like that shit because it shows people as being more human than.
But Newt was desperate
robot.
going there, but he certainly wasn't going racial with the thing.
No, it's just a
He was basically
throwaway.
saying, look, this guy should be concentrating on America more than entertaining people.
Anytime the president gets a little press on doing something that's a little out of the ordinary, like singing or
Yeah.
fucking dancing around or something like that, the press grabs it, and then their opposition will use it and say, well, instead of doing that, he should be doing this.
Right.
It's common. It's been done for years. Doing it for years. But
then to make the stretch and say it's racial.
Racial
Just illusions.
Stop it.
That's dumb.
Ultra libs.
That is just a dumb one, Rachel Maddow.
Look up Rachel Maddow's yearbook picture, I guess. Is that it? Oh, God.
Nah, you could tell she's a lesbian there, though.
She got long blonde hair.
But you could tell.
But, yeah.
Sometimes you could just tell.
She has the gay face. Linger longer.
Wait, where's that from again?
She does. Miss Spaz with the gay face.
Oh, right.
The gay face. He could spot gay people because they had the gay face.
Spaz, probably the dumbest person to do our show. And the reason why he was dumb, he had such a thing going.
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't want to do it anymore.
Didn't want to do it. Didn't want to be the character.
But he wasn't being a character. He didn't.
No, it was
basically,
him.
what he was telling people was, I don't want to be myself anymore.
Yeah.
The shit he came up with to this day was amazing.
To this day, by the way, when the news hits on a subject that he touched on,
Right.
I always think like, oh my God, I think he got that right.
Right.
Like they were talking about using microwaves
Right.
and moisture
Yeah.
absorbers
Yeah.
in hurricanes to stop hurricanes
Yeah.
on the news. And I'm like, holy shit, fucking Spaz came up with that.
It was amazing. The guy comes to me in Am one day. He's red hot.
Yeah.
The listeners, loved him.
Yep.
I mean, obviously they were laughing at him.
At him, yes.
But some were laughing with him.
It was
But
funny.
he was massively huge. He comes to me in Am one day. He goes, I don't want to be called Spaz anymore. I want to be called Kevin.
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 I just want to do the job.
And they were like, there's no room for you as Kevin here.
Did a woman get to him?
I don't know what it was, man. And then all of a sudden
Beba?
then he hands in his resignation. I'm like, what are you doing?
And then the worst part of it all was, like, we still would have had him on occasionally or phone calls or anything because people asked, why did he drop off the face of the earth? Because then he tried to sue us or something.
Did he? Was
Yeah, remember?
Another fucking bitter asshole?
Yeah. So we were like, well,
So
kinda,
many bitter
all
assholes
bets are
after
off.
they leave this show.
All bets off.
Why did he try to sue for what?
I don't know.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, it
I
was
forget.
something.
I don't know if I ever met him. I might have met him once or twice at events, but I was.
He was before you?
Spaz was, yeah.
Holy fuck.
Oh, he was very early on.
Yeah, Spaz is before me.
It was very early
Holy
on.
fuck. Do we have a Spaz bit we could play going into break? You got anything good, E?
Beba.
I don't think I have
Beba?
any of his stuff in the system.
No Spaz. Go on YouTube.
I have stuff here. If you want to do Insult Spaz Day or
we need
Spaz Week in Review, World Wars and JFK.
I liked some of that shit. Like when he hit on the news and his takes on things.
We need a basic one for the people that maybe don't know who this guy is.
Get one of the things Week in Reviews were good or
just another intern that became just fucking gold. I mean, this kid was gold.
Oh yeah, and it was all real. It was really him.
I'm trying to make sure we find something that's really good. Oh, these are long, man. We want something short.
How about just a minute of it? I'm just curious to what I very almost don't even remember his voice.
What about the one about the controlling the weather?
Weather control.
Or the famous giant mosquito that a lot of people
Giant
remember.
mosquito is good. Encephalitis.
Go type in giant mosquito, see if anything pops up with Spaz.
I'm sure. Giant
Encephalitis, he called it?
Encephalitis.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be in here. It just says Spaz 1 per 1 of 3.
Spaz?
Spaz? Is that how you say it? Spaz.
You know what? Could someone maybe listen to a few of these, get a good one, maybe edit it quickly too, and we'll put it on after the break?
Yeah.
Next break there, Sam.
Yeah, or I mean,
I think
the 22nd one here. Spaz lets one too many bad callers through and has to drink out of the toilet.
Nah, that's like...
Nah, we made him do crazy shit
yeah,
too. But
it should be more of like a
his
topic that
commentary.
he's talking about. Commentary on...
I think the Spaz 1 of 3, 2 of 3, and 3 of 3.
Yeah, that's probably...
Those are going to be the classic ones. But
yeah. Let's hear real quick. See if this one...
But anyway,
and the listeners are pretty disgusted
this is
by it
live.
too.
That's live.
That's a live event.
I don't know. Maybe someone could go through and try to find the giant mosquito. That's classic Spaz.
Giant mosquito's great, yeah.
And then controlling the weather was classic Spaz too.
Yeah. Oh,
How
fuck.
long was and then it turns out that it's an actual theory they're working on.
Yeah, remember robot doctors in the hospital? That was another good one. And then I started reading shit a few years ago that, you know, in hospitals they're using these mechanical robots to make the incisions, and it's like, I don't think robot. But he would go so off. He was like, I don't think robots should be in the operating room because let's say they run amok and start going crazy in the hospital. Like, I'm thinking they're literally robots with legs and arms.
He was very similar to Carl from from Idiot Abroad.
Exactly.
From An Idiot Abroad.
Yes.
He was very similar to that guy. They probably had the same fucking whatever it is in your head.
Some
it makes you like that.
How long was he on the show for?
God, maybe.
I would say 2 years.
2 years? Yeah, 2 years sounds about right.
We were at NEW, 4 years? So maybe 2.
Not that long.
You did the last, 2 years
I
with
guess
us?
the last 2, or maybe the last year and a half. I don't remember.
You only did a year and a half with
Maybe
us?
there's more. Because I wasn't paid for a year.
Damn.
Jesus.
It was okay. You promised I'd get paid, and I did. I was plugging gigs.
Yeah, great.
Unbelievable.
You're like, we'll get you some money. And you guys did.
It took a while.
But it was,
I bought you dinner every once in a while.
It was fun, dude. I wasn't worried about the money. I wasn't even thinking about it. And
It did help gigs a little bit.
Oh, it helped a lot. My pussy intake went way up.
His
You can't put a price on that, right?
No.
Well, technically you can.
No, we saved you some money, though, is what I'm saying.
Yes,
it did. In that department. Didn't have to, go into the bank account as much.
It was amazing.
All right, we'll break. We'll try to find some. Oh, you found one?
No, it's the same one.
You guys will try to figure it out?
Yeah.
All right. And I want to discuss that thing that's on the counter.
What the fuck is that?
And Sam, you know what? I'm going to put you in a tough spot. I want a SiriusXM Super Bowl update after the break.
No. Okay.
Because as you can tell, we're not in Indianapolis.
We're not going.
No, you're still here.
And I notice as the days go by, there's less and less people here. So they're sending a lot of people there.
Yeah.
I forgot the Super Bowl was coming up even.
Really?
Yeah, man. Totally forgot.
What do you got?
I want New England badly.
So do I.
I hate the Giants.
So do I. Not a popular thing to say in New York, but I want the Pats.
Yeah, I'm rooting for one team to lose. I'm glad to root either way, though. It's nice to have somebody to root for or against.
Well, I was talking to some fellow Jets fans, and they're like, this is our worst nightmare. It's the worst case.
Yeah,
it's just the worst thing that could happen to have the Giants and the Pats in the Super Bowl. So in the end, Jets fans don't win either way. But you got to pick a team, and I go Pats. I think it would be really cool to see, Brady win over the Giants after what happened to the Pats in their undefeated season.
I think it'd be better to see him lose.
Oh,
Again,
that would
be
hurt.
Hilarious.
You think it would be hilarious? It would be hilarious. I don't know. I think the Giants should be favored.
Nah, Brady's fucking.
I don't think the Pats had an amazing year. They started peaking at the right time.
But he's Tom Brady. He really is the fucking.
Can't count him out.
Oh, guy's amazing. He really is an amazing quarterback.
Yeah.
Annoys me.
Oh, and we also have JWoww and Snooki coming in today. Finally, they're showing up to say hi.
Didn't they just got denied a permit to shoot too
in Hoboken?
Hoboken. Why? Why would Hoboken do that?
Hoboken.
I don't know.
Hoboken. That's what Sharpton would call it. I just twittered him too, by the way.
What was your tweet?
It wasn't a particularly funny one. It was. He's one of the only guys I hashtag. I @mention when I discuss him. Because normally I'll blast people, but I just use their.
Right.
I don't usually mention them.
Oh, I do the @ just so it hurts a little more.
I don't care if they see it or not. I really don't. It just with him it was very impressive with Rachel Maddow. You forgot to mention Socrates and the Greek homos, and then hashtag racist and hypocrite.
Bravo.
Good one.
Good.
Fucking creep. Never let him forget that shit.
Nope.
And believe me. No way he likes reading that shit on Twitter.
Nope.
There's nobody wants to be constantly reminded.
Especially when you're trying to get this credibility.
Right, when you're trying for political credibility.
He's got it on MSNBC. They all, kiss his ass.
They're a terrible network, though. No one cares about it.
It's really tough to watch.
Terrible. Rachel Maddow.
Like a nanny. They're telling you what to do on that channel. It's terrible.
All right. Let's make love.
Yeah.
SiriusXM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
girl. See, it appears to me you like the way I move. I tell you what I'm gonna do. Pull you close and share my groove. So you grab your girls and you grab a couple more, and you all can meet me in the middle of the floor. So the air is thick, it's smelling right. So you pass to the left and you sail to the right. Don't be so quick to walk away. It's me, I wanna rock your body. Please stay.
Getting topical.
Hold up, wait a minute.
With the Sex Man.
Good morning, sexy.
Good morning.
How's the castle?
It's getting there.
Yeah. E-Rock's a
Castle
homeowner.
Nagel.
He's a homeowner.
When are we going to be invited over for a housewarming?
Yeah, what are you waiting
Bag
for?
of
As soon as I get furniture in the place.
Put the housewarming until a fire.
Oh, wait.
See, that's not nice.
While he's in bed.
Isn't nice.
So we're getting topical, huh?
Castle Nagel. We're here at Castle Nagel.
Well, you can see there's a big refrigerator. That's all I have.
Oh, there is.
Oh, there is.
Stainless steel.
What kind of bathrooms you get? Do you think in a bathroom?
The what?
Did you get anything cool in like a tub or a standing shower?
The master bathroom has a big jacuzzi tub and a standing shower separate.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Wait, what'd you say?
There's a master. It's standing as a.
No, what'd you say?
Jacuzzi tub?
Yeah, how big is it?
I think it fits 2 people comfortably.
2 normal people?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I get it.
I missed my opportunity. I had to have him repeat it.
Fat guy tub. There you go.
I failed miserably. I was going to say, where's your wife going to be?
Standing shower.
So we're getting topical. I think this is Justin Timberlake, I think.
That it is.
Huh? I don't know.
This is an easy one.
Is it the Janet Jackson thing?
Yeah, this is the song.
Huh?
Yeah.
This was the song they were doing?
Yeah.
And
Oh, I didn't
that's
know
where
that.
she just pulled her fucking top down right there.
The nip slip.
Yeah.
8 years ago? 8 years ago? 8 years ago?
8 years ago.
So that was right before we went back on radio, huh?
Wow.
And started the whole decline of radio.
And everything.
No,
Yeah.
I think we might have had something to do with that. I mean, I don't like talking about it, but oops.
This was just another nail in the
You may have
coffin.
started it, but I think this was the
This
catalyst that got it all going.
Yeah, obviously this was a lot bigger, but when this came out, they kind of mentioned us alongside this incident for a while.
Yeah, they just decided that everything was out of control between what we did and this. It was crazy. Yeah.
But once again, you got to blame the media because then they played it a million fucking times.
Yeah.
And I'll say it again. I had a Super Bowl party and everyone was staring at the TV, and this is what I heard. What was that?
Yeah, what was that?
They really weren't even sure. What was that?
Oh, thank God
Wait,
they showed
what's
it
that?
1,000 times.
They were confused, though. It wasn't
Yeah.
like, and no one was shocked. There were kids watching. They didn't run away crying.
Yeah.
It was what was that? That's all it was.
It was so fast, and because she had that thing around her nip, you weren't even sure if it was a nipple.
Right,
you weren't
right.
sure. It was like, what was it? What?
Right.
What? Everyone was confused.
And this is what the media does, which we've learned since. They
Yeah.
take it and make it way bigger than it has to be.
Yeah.
Way the fuck bigger. They invent their own problems at this point.
Oh, yeah.
For the sake of ratings. So what happened with that? Did CBS end up paying, or are they still fighting
I
that?
think they're still fighting it. Like,
Oh, my God.
or maybe they're
8
not fighting,
years.
but the FCC has taken a big hit in court recently. I think the FCC is eventually going to get fucking wiped.
You think?
They really are shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was and that was a song they were doing. I didn't know. All right. So that's a good.
I think that was a good
topical.
one. You didn't think so, Sam?
No.
Why?
What's the difference between playing if it's the anniversary of something? It's the same
Anniversary.
song.
The anniversary.
It's like if it was Justin
None of us knew
Timberlake's
it, though.
birthday.
You
Huh?
knew it. None of
Yeah,
us knew
it's
it.
his most famous song.
Yeah, why, exactly. That's the beauty of me not knowing
I
it.
thought Cry Me a River was his famous song.
That's more famous than Cry Me a River.
That one was?
Yeah.
Thank God I don't like Justin Timberlake then, because I don't know this
I only
shit,
like Baby
man.
Got Back. It's the only one I know.
Baby Got Back.
See, what is that, Dan?
That's Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
No, wait. Oh, no. This is, what's it called?
Sexy Back?
Here.
Sexy Back?
Yeah, Sexy Back.
Of course you like Baby's Got Back. Huh?
This one I like. Yeah. This is where you got to dance. You got to bring the one arm up.
You're dancing, Jimmy.
Hey, congrats to David Letterman, who will never have us back on the show, unfortunately.
Oh, well.
Because someone got in the way. down the hall. Made a call.
Called in a personal favor?
Oh, yeah. It's a known fact. It was told to me by a person that will remain nameless.
So what...
30 years ago, though, Letterman premiered on NBC. Wow. Yeah, we did really well on Letterman, and then someone, we know who, Howard himself or someone very close to Howard called in a fucking favor. That is a fact. That did happen.
Because you remember you were having trouble getting rebooked, and it was like, you were getting the runaround as to a date. Oh, yeah, no, we're going to... And then as soon as you do Leno...
They ran to us. They ran to us and said, wow, that went so well. Could we book you again? And we're like, yeah. And then all of a sudden it got shady. Like there was a date, then they took it off the table, and then all this shit went on. And then years later, someone told me the story. And this person is very reliable, extremely reliable.
What is this, the Ron and Fez show?
They do this?
Well, they just play music.
Yeah.
They have somebody that pops the music on no matter what they're talking about.
This is the original late night.
Oh. Wow. It's going old school.
But man, that sucks. God, we never did any of that shit. Never called in favors.
Yeah, we never had anybody call in favors, too.
Nah, I guess you're right. We suck.
Yeah.
So there you go, Letterman. Happy 30th anniversary. Still like a show, even though
I haven't
some dirty
watched
shit went on
in so fucking long, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been quite a while since I've even watched.
Super Bowl.
Oh.
Sam, do we have a Super Bowl update? A Sirius XM Super Bowl update?
Well, I have a list, yeah.
A list of people that are going.
Yeah.
And on that list, not the Opie and Anthony show.
For the 17th year in a row.
Yes.
I know that
17.
I know that involves a lot of radio companies, but for 17 straight years we've been shut out of the Super Bowl.
Denied access.
And I think we've been a pretty successful radio show over the years.
Sure.
And then you hear about these other successful radio shows, and it's a no-brainer to send them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
How do we not get that done once in 17 years?
Well, I heard that we aren't going this year, and it was a favor that was done for us because we wouldn't have liked to go to the Super Bowl and go to Radio Row, I guess.
And then we look dumbfounded because we're like...
what? Can we at least have been asked?
Right.
No. Even to ask you would have been insulting.
Right, but they don't mind insulting us with everything else, so I don't buy that excuse.
Yeah.
Every day here is an insult.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a few things going on. Someone dropped the ball. That would be Gary. Gary dropped the ball. Why are you laughing, Sam?
Because you started the sentence as if to say somebody dropped the ball, like I won't mention names.
Right.
And then the second part of the sentence was the name of the person.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's humiliating for that person.
I'm starting to think I might have just a tinge of like Asperger's or something.
You think so?
Yeah, is that the social thing where you don't
Are
understand?
you really just thinking you have Asperger's?
You think I might have a little bit?
I know you do.
I know you got the ass
A
part.
lot of it. Exactly. Ass patties. Yes.
Fuck, man. What is that? Like where socially you don't understand?
Well, you don't just know that it's not appropriate to talk, although you don't talk close to someone's face. Like DL was saying that. But it's just saying...
I like to just be a little shocking.
We all do, but
Hurtful is the word.
Yeah.
Hurtful.
There's a line.
Yeah.
But I don't do this in my everyday life.
No, but
Yeah, but it's his everyday life.
Yeah.
Fuck Gary.
You know, you're like
See what I did there? I got a
I
reaction
saw-
from you, and that makes me very, very, very good.
You're like a blackout douche. Like, some people drink and don't remember what they do. Like, you don't remember when you're like a douche and you'll come out of it and go, "What happened? I'm a nice person."
Well, I know I'm nice when these mics aren't on.
Yes, different guy.
That's what I bring. That's what I tell myself every day.
You're
Fuck
much
Gary, though.
You're a very different social. You're a very fun guy socially and a gentleman socially.
I am a gentleman.
Yeah, you are.
A gentleman.
But that's boring on the radio. Fuck that.
I'm a gentleman on the radio.
I like this one better.
You do?
Yeah, I like you on the air better.
It is two different people.
It's fun though on the air. It's
Is it?
unpredictable.
But I don't understand what's so outrageous about him saying "fuck Gary."
Yeah, exactly. That's an
Jesus
easy one.
Christ! When you've worked here, I think
That's an easy one.
It's second nature.
See,
Yeah, that could just be
Just said it indirectly.
Exactly.
See, he knows because you got a guy that supposedly, and I'm being serious, runs the channel, like make sure everything is like running smoothly, and the guy can't even come up with any idea for a Super Bowl.
That's true.
We should be at the Super Bowl, and if we're not at the Super Bowl, we should have at least given away a trip, a couple tickets. Imagine what we could do with a couple tickets to the Super Bowl.
Oh,
we'd have some
yeah.
good time with some. We would make good radio out of it, and we would get some good press.
Yeah.
But that thought doesn't even enter his stupid head. That egghead of his.
Oh, God.
Stupid head. You could have just. You did 2 insults about his head in that sentence.
Who cares?
Yes.
What are you going to do? And then I'm trying to keep under control.
Yeah.
I really am. This is me under control. I'm really trying. I understand that it could be a hindrance to the radio show when I bitch all the time, but I'm trying.
Right.
But the fact is, now it's Wednesday, and I'm seeing less and less people here, which means this company had a lot of money to send people to the Super
They're
Bowl.
shipping out. Is what it
They're
means.
shipping
They're
out.
shipping out.
Wait till tomorrow.
Really?
More people.
Ghost town.
I say we take Friday off and say fuck them all.
Nice.
Get ready for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So what's the SiriusXM Super Bowl update? Sam Roberts.
Okay, well, various members of the sales and managerial staff.
And why do they have to go again?
To broker deals.
Like
and
what deals? Like what
relationships.
What are they going to walk up to alcohol companies and go, "Hey, we'd appreciate it if you continue doing nothing on the show that is exactly your demo."
Right.
Good. Steven Singer.
What kind of salespeople they got if they can't figure out a beer company for the Opie and Anthony show?
They just call Steven Singer from Indiana. Hey, Steven, guess where we are?
Let's do some business.
You remember all the live reads for beer companies where we had we had to work that shit to make it sound like it was the greatest beer ever, and then 20 minutes later we're talking about the competitor.
Another
basically.
beer. Yeah, it was juggling beer ads.
We had 4.
Yeah.
At one point we had 4 beer companies, Jim. And we even had the St. Louis guys fly in and take me and Ant to lunch.
It was amazing.
They wanted to do a lot of shit with us. They were excited to be involved with the Opie and Anthony show.
Why have we not even been approached by sales for beer ads?
It ain't Sex for Sam anymore. That was so many years ago.
Yeah.
And there would have been some discussion.
No, it's I'll tell you why, because the sales department sucks.
Well, they're going to the Super Bowl.
It just stinks.
I don't know.
But they're going down there to schmooze who?
Yeah.
Potential clients, current clients, make sure they get future business.
But wouldn't it be more important to have the Opie and Anthony show starring Jim Norton down there and give the people good radio?
And then show the clients the show.
Like, holy shit, look what these guys could do at a big event.
Oh.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to be so hard on them because I know they're going to come back from the Super Bowl after all that work that they put in and have a lot more opportunities for us as far as sponsors go.
How do we get inside? We're always looking inside. I want to be inside.
Fucking no.
I don't want to be looking through these fucking windows anymore.
Yeah.
I want the key, that special key.
That lets you in.
That just lets you in.
Well, a lot of times when you beat on the door so hard, sometimes a gentle pull will get it open.
Nice.
Jimspiration.
Really well said.
Jimspiration.
It's been a while.
I like that one.
All right, so you got sales douches going down there to schmooze
That
clients.
would be beating on the door. Whereas the gentle pull will get it
Gentle
open.
pull.
And executives.
And executives. What are they going to do down there?
They got to make sure the on-air product is working.
Oh, right.
They got to make sure the sales department is working. They got to make sure the SiriusXM representatives are representing the company.
I can read between the lines. Basically, what you're saying is they need to get away from their wives.
Oh.
And maybe, and maybe hire some talent.
Oh. I understand.
Well. All right, who's going?
As far as air talent goes, from NFL Radio, Bob Papa, Solomon Wilcots, Adam Shine, Rich Gannon, Gil Brandt, Tim Ryan, Pat Kerwin, Derek Brooks, Vic Carucci, Howard Balzer, and Jim Miller, plus producers.
Plus producers. Now, NFL Radio, it's hard to argue that.
Right.
But you can't knock 2 of those guys out to give us a spot?
It's a lot of guys.
All right.
It's NFL, though, so I'll even give them all them.
All of them?
All of them.
That's
it's
a
NFL.
lot of people, though, Ann.
You're gonna
1,
have-
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like about 10 people plus their producers.
You got to have a lot of people for NFL radio. You got to be like, hey, Giants, Sam Pats.
11 people and their producers.
And their producers
From one channel.
include the guys who do the wrestling show, Busted Open, who will be broadcasting live from the Super Bowl.
See, now you're rubbing it in.
That's stupid.
Wrestling guys are going, is basically what you're trying to say.
People don't want to hear about it's like football. Where's the relief?
Where's some wrestling?
I need some professional wrestling analysis.
I don't think so.
No? Just one time in 17 years.
Yeah.
You don't think the Friday before the Super Bowl, people aren't going to be dying for a pro wrestling show live from Indianapolis?
No. All right, who else?
From Mad Dog Radio, of course, Mad Dog will be there, and his night guy Dino Costa, who's tried to get on this show.
Who is he?
Dino Costa.
I never
think he should be on. I don't think he should be going.
Who else?
Larry the Cable Guy will be doing I think either a 1-hour show or a 2-hour show.
He doesn't even work here. They hired him to go to. Are they hiring people to go to the Super Bowl now?
God!
And represent Sirius XM?
Blue Collar Radio.
He doesn't work there.
Oh, 1-hour show. 1-hour show.
Oh my God! They're sending him for a 1-hour show.
He's doing a 1-hour show on Radio Row. Radio Row.
Radio Row. Well, you know.
Well, they told us that we didn't think you'd want to be part of Radio Row. That's where all the big
But
names
meanwhile,
are going.
everyone's going to be there.
All the big names.
They don't want us to be a part of Radio Row.
No, that's what it is.
Christ.
Rosie O'Donnell will be doing a show from Radio Row.
She talks to dykes. How many dykes fucking
Well, they
watch
like
the
football,
Super Bowl?
don't they? No.
I don't think so. I know they like the WNBA, but I don't
Yeah.
think they like. I don't think there's a big fan base in the NFL.
Rosie.
Why is Rosie going?
Mark Says Hi will be broadcasting from
That dumb name.
the Super Bowl. Radio Row.
I don't know him, but that name has got
He
to
works
go.
on the comedy
He's
channel.
a nice guy, but his name is horrible.
So if he walked up to us, how would it go? Would he say?
Hey, Mark Says Hi.
He'd go hi. Wouldn't he say hi? My name's Mark Says Hi.
Yeah, hi, I'm Mark Says Hi.
Oh, it's like a loop.
Oh,
It's
stop
like a loop
it.
of awfulness.
Yeah. How do you
Yes.
get out of it?
Hey guys, I'm Mark Says Hi.
When do you get a chance to say? When do you get a chance to say hello in there? Because you're stuck in the loop, like Jimmy said.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
Hi, I'm
horrible.
Mark Says Hi, I'm Mark Says Hi, I'm Mark Says Hi, I'm Mark Says Hi. Oh my goodness, it's like a tire going down a big Mark Says Hi hill.
All right.
But he'll, I guess, be hosting stuff for Raw Dog Comedy from the Super Bowl.
Did Gary even have a conversation about the Super Bowl with anybody? I know he asked us, and we said yes, and that was the last we heard.
If I remember, Eric brought it up, and what were you... like months ago.
I brought it up like over the summer, like I've done for the last couple
Over the
years.
summer, that's a great time to bring it up.
What was your idea?
But hey, O&A still want to go to the Super Bowl. We should start planning this.
And then what did they say?
If you wore your Goodyear shirt, it would be a problem.
Oh, blimp.
All right, well, Jimmy doesn't want to go.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I do. So what happened?
Sensitive E-Rock.
But they were like, okay, well, we still have time. That's a bit far out. And then it never gets brought up again.
It's still far out, right?
Are you guys going to get in trouble?
Still a bit
In a
far
cool
out.
way, yeah.
Are you guys going to get in trouble talking about this with us?
Yeah.
You get in trouble, right?
More meetings?
I didn't do anything. What am I going to
They
do?
get in trouble.
Say that again.
They get in trouble for feeding us this info.
Feeding.
They don't want these guys feeding us this stuff.
No.
They don't want these guys riling us
No,
up.
why should these guys tell us shit that is said that directly impacts us and this program?
These guys
Crazy.
should tell
It's
us
lunacy.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They absolutely should tell us everything.
How about we should have been told about the Super Bowl? And we should have been told that we'd be on Radio Row, and would that be okay with us? If it is, we'll send you. If not, we won't.
If not, maybe we can make an alternative arrangement for someplace. But if that's not possible, do you want us to pursue this anyway? That would have been the conversation to have.
Or I'm going to get you a trip to the Super Bowl you could give away. So
Yeah.
you could do some good radio with that. Maybe do a live broadcast to pick the winner. Or, and I'm saying maybe it's a possibility, throwing a huge O&A Super Bowl party.
That
None of this
would have
was
been,
presented to us.
Biggie, yeah.
All right, Larry the Cable Guy, Rosie,
Mark Says Hi. Cavino and Rich will be there.
And this one, by the way, I like Richel. I like both of these guys. I saw Rich in the men's room yesterday. And he goes, he goes, we're low maintenance. Because we were saying on the air, like, how come they're going? And it's like, but no, it's like not a reflection. It's like, we like those guys. It's not a reflection on them.
Oh, yeah, no, we're not trashing them.
No, it's almost like, why aren't we going as well? Not instead of them.
Yeah, we're way madder at the company.
No.
Did
Sway's
you touch
going?
each other's cocks in the bathroom?
He's in good shape, and I commented, I'm like, God damn.
Oh, in the bathroom. That's always good. Comment on a man's shape.
And Sway, who's, and we like Sway. We actually get along with him, our neighbor.
Yeah, he's worth more than you guys.
He's only.
Remember the auction?
Oh, that's right.
And he's only been here, what, 3-4 months? 3 or 4 months?
6 months.
Yeah.
Is the official time.
6 months. Good enough for a Super Bowl ticket.
We've been here pushing 7.5 years.
Yeah.
Can you believe that, dude?
That
When you
long?
say that?
Oh my God.
Wow.
7.5
fucking years.
How many of those years did you go to the Super Bowl?
Jesus Christ.
You know the answer, Sam.
It's like
I
a
forgot.
manslaughter
I remember.
rap.
Isn't it true that they're taking people from Ron and Fez's show?
There's rumors.
Yeah.
What's that rumor?
No.
I heard somebody
It's like it's Sam now. He's
trying to figure out how to phrase that.
You're
because
totally
it's-
fucked.
It's all rumors and.
Totally.
What are you
fucked
hearing?
Sam.
I heard that maybe.
No, I didn't. He could have. Do you understand that he can't help himself either?
Yeah.
Because all he had to say was, "I don't know what you're talking about."
Oh, okay.
I can't lie. I don't have it in me.
Right.
Oh, is that what are you, Vulcan?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, guys, the whale movie. The commercials
What?
on TV again.
I looked into the booth.
Oh, the
Yes.
whale movie's going to be terrific.
A whale on the board.
Big miracle. Yeah, what's the rumor you're hearing?
Well, I heard.
Ronnie's losing a guy?
Yeah, it could be untrue, but I've heard that there will be one of Ronnie's guys going to help in a managerial.
Well, now, why would that be?
purpose?
A
What does that mean?
managerial.
Like he's going to assist somebody?
That's correct.
Who's he going to assist?
Who needs an assistant down at the Super Bowl? And what is his job going to be?
Yeah.
What is whose job going to be?
The
Whoever
guy
this
that's
guy is. I
going.
don't know. I don't even know who it is.
Well, I think that guy's job. He's probably one of the higher ups.
Zito? I heard it's Zito. I heard some behind the scenes shit
Well,
too.
listen. You know, it's not going to be Pepper Hicks, is it? He screams
Wait, Mark-
management assistant.
What does Zito do for Ron and Fez?
He's their producer. One of their, it's him and Chris Stanley.
And so one of the managerial guys is taking Mark Zito as an assistant to the Super Bowl?
That's what somebody told me. I mean, I don't know. But
What managerial guy is taking an assistant?
And why would he do that? That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Somebody needs help. I don't know.
What kind of
what does he
help
need help with
What does
at
he
the
need?
Super
A
Bowl?
manservant?
Yeah.
I guess he's higher up in both the sales and the talent, so maybe he needs help wrangling talent. Maybe that's what that is all about.
But won't there be anybody there who can help him from talent?
Oh. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I don't know who in the talent
Well,
department
who's
is.
bringing an assistant?
You could probably one of the higher ups. I think in the sort of the talent side of things.
He's
But I
scared.
don't know. This isn't a secret.
He's scared to name names.
But why? It's not. It's not.
But that's weird.
If it is what it is, it's not. You're not. There's nothing. It's not like you're uncovering a crime. It's just,
I wouldn't think there's anything wrong with it either. But for some reason,
I think it's really strange.
Such
it's
a
not being
fear.
to
addressed.
bring an assistant down.
Such
down.
fear.
Oh no! Is this like one of those?
Up. Where is Indianapolis up from here? I think it is.
think
a
it's
little bit,
left.
right? It's left,
West.
but a little up.
What's your?
Maybe I don't know.
What's your?
I'll do it. So it comes from me and not Sam. Okay. Because Sam's very nervous about
That's
this
right.
one.
Yeah.
I don't know how this information gets passed around.
He needs an assistant at the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
that's your Super Bowl update. Less people in the hallways. Seems like there's a big party
Yeah.
going on down there without us.
And there's going to be a lot of talent, a lot of guests, a lot of so maybe that's where the whole assistant thing comes into play.
I gotta start thinking that we're just assholes.
Well, yeah.
I gotta officially start thinking that.
Well, you could have
Maybe I should have
probably-
started thinking that 5 to 6 years ago. But
even at the beginning when you were just saying
it's good to acknowledge it.
horrible
now, at
things
least.
about Gary before you even started this. that he would probably consider you an asshole.
Fuck Gary. What does he do? Enough already.
I don't know.
If you can't figure out Super Bowl shit, you're useless.
I pitched an idea and I pitched it all the way up the ladder, and everyone said no.
What was the idea?
That we get Tom Brady to throw grapes into my asshole.
Now that's good.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine somehow you get that done? And he has to come and do our show just to do that before he goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he does it there. I mean, it was for there.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
It's for there.
Halftime show?
Yeah.
Got to come out of the locker room just to throw grapes at your asshole?
Yeah, or he does it like the day before, like when he's on his way to warm-ups.
And these assholes couldn't get that done.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I was going to call it grape rape.
By the way, I'm not mad, Sam.
You're not.
No, this is just fun for me.
You enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm not even mad anymore.
Right.
I don't really get mad anymore. Maybe it sounds differently on the air, but I really don't. It's just more fun to point out the ridiculousness of the situation.
I think you like when things don't go your way because it gives you a chance to point out things that you see as inabilities in terms of certain.
I would
Dr. Sam,
but in the end, I would like things to go our way.
Sure,
I really would.
Sure.
But for some reason, we just could never get that done. We always work with shitty people. We really do. It knows. We can list them.
It's just never ended.
We could list them.
You could. Never ending.
The only guy I would put on the list of respectability would be Eric Logan. The only guy, and slightly Steve Blatter, but we didn't have enough time with him before they gave him a massive promotion. So we don't work with the guy,
right?
Technically,
wow.
But the rest of them they've all just been shitty. With no fucking skills.
There's a lot of guys that are like, they were hoping their names would be added onto the list after Eric Logan, and then they just weren't.
No.
Like they were hoping just now you would have more names after.
No.
But you didn't.
And they tried to downplay what Eric did for us, and I just look at him like, really? Stop already. He did a lot for us.
Logan was the shit.
Wicklund did a good job. Don Wicklund did a nice job.
Oh, yeah. Don did. No, and I mean that. Yes, he did.
Wiki?
Yeah, but he
Remember
just did,
Wiki?
Yeah, he's so happy
Does
to not.
Does he have anything to do with this company anymore?
Yeah, he works for Broadminded and some of the female channels.
Oh, that makes sense.
No, Don Wicklund was absolutely a soldier. Sometimes he couldn't get things done because he didn't have that power. That's all. That's what I'm saying.
He's so happy to be not associated with the show anymore. Yeah, he listens still.
Didn't he take some heat from the people for the Ron Fez wedding thing, spending like thousands upon thousands of dollars on a radio wedding?
Like over $10,000.
Yeah, like it was a real wedding or something.
Look, I'm not saying that XM spending was out of control and maybe someone needed to look at the books.
Be reined in a bit.
But now we're completely to the other side now.
Yeah.
They would just fucking send us places just because they could.
The poker tournament. But you know what?
All this stuff.
We got some fucking amazing moments in that poker tournament.
Yeah.
That fucking we got out of that perhaps more than that.
Oh,
that fucking callback we've done 10,000 times came from there.
Perhaps more than that.
The Ed Asner thing.
Look, this
we had Rogan on the show there.
We've been in this building two and a half years.
Yeah.
Oh, way over 2.5. We're pushing 3.
No, it's not that long.
It was April.
Yeah, it'll be 3 in April.
It would be 3 in April. Yeah, so in 3 years they have sent us.
Life has just escaped.
Fuck, dude.
In 3 years they have sent us nowhere.
You haven't been one place. Hard Rock.
No, that's not sending us.
Hard Rock.
Do you realize
10 fucking times? Right, we get it. We can fucking do appearances at the Hard Rock.
This reminds me of a song I wrote. Time's moving on.
XM sent us to Vegas, L.A. L.A. twice because we did the X Games.
Got to see the D.C. studio.
That's right, New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Oh, New Orleans
Mardi
a couple
Gras.
of times, right?
D.C.
Where we got to watch black people beat up white people in New
Remember
Orleans.
that stand on a balcony?
Oh, just watching these poor white people file past these gang of black males, just punching the gentleman in the face, groping their girlfriends. And then when the guy turned around to say, "What the fuck are you doing?" they would just cold cock him in the face. Blatant racial hate crime going on with, barely any retribution.
We were whipping beads over at them.
Oh, yeah. Remember we were taking that? We were so bad with the beads. I remember that.
You remember throwing them at the guy in the wheelchair? I remember doing that, whizzing him at somebody in the wheelchair.
Well, people would be walking underneath us with their big drinks in their hands, and the goal was to roll up the beads in a ball and fire it down as hard as you could and hit the cup directly, and it would knock the drink right out of their hands and splatter all over their pants and shit. And then you got to look up real quick, like, hey, you're just one of the festive people. Hilariously fun.
Remember this one?
Oh, yeah. I remember
We didn't
that.
do it, though. Someone else threw it.
No, I know.
She never got over that.
What?
Really?
How do you?
She never did.
How do you know?
Macho Grande?
Because she used to work here.
I ate a chick's pussy in the fucking. I ate a chick's pussy in the strip club in the afternoon. She just gave me a lap dance over my face. I just licked her pussy and jerked off.
I remember that.
That was money well spent by
It
XM.
sure was.
I remember that.
The Super Bowl is going to be in New Orleans next year.
Really?
That's right.
That's 18 years in a row.
Oh.
Fuck.
You'd think they'd at least be getting ready to send us out to WrestleMania. Am I right, guys?
We did WrestleMania.
Well, don't say we.
We did.
Some of us weren't there.
Well, you know
were
what?
sent to
There was a we
WrestleMania?
before there was a you, my
You're kidding
friend.
me.
Yes, believe it or not.
I would go to WrestleMania, even though I've
It's a
never
good
done
time.
it. I don't know what would go
It
on
really
there.
is a good time.
What I would do.
They set up a Radio Row and everything. They got
Oh,
lots
well,
of
then I'm
events
not
now.
going.
You don't like
yuck.
Radio
No,
Row?
I hate
I wanna
Radio
do
Row.
UFC.
I want to be protected from it.
Is Scott gone already?
I'm not sure what his travel schedule
Oh,
is.
it would have to be. It's Super Bowl week.
You think he's gone
Jeez.
already?
No. What's today? Today's only
Wednesday.
Wednesday. The Super Bowl Sunday.
He'll at least be there tomorrow.
They're
I'm
starting
sure,
to, like-
a lot of shows. Every show is going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Larry the Cable Guy's doing his show today, I think, so he might be down there.
What?
But he doesn't even work for the company. They hired him.
Blue collar.
He's not.
Blue
but he
collar.
doesn't do any time on blue
It's
collar.
like fucking Eminem over there.
Right.
Same thing.
Yeah.
He's one of those Eminem guys.
They call it Blue Collar, and it's based on, the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. And stuff.
You think we'll ever get to a point where they just hire our names and you just sit back and collect the dough like
Collect
half
the
these
dough.
guys?
Oh, that's got to be great.
You think
Yeah.
it'll ever happen? How great would that be?
No.
No?
Because you goofs tried to pursue a career in radio. That's the bad move.
That was stupid, right?
That was dumb.
Yeah.
We should have
He
pursued a career in just getting our name on radio
Right.
stations.
We have learned to make
Yeah.
money in radio. You can't do an actual show.
No.
Correct.
That's the mistake we made.
You shouldn't do a show.
I do lots of shows.
You
Yeah.
should just have a name on a window.
You guys have seasonal depression. Are you feeling down? Is that the problem?
Well, I would if it wasn't for a happy light.
it's not on.
Oh, I thought it just being in the room, it was like the monolith in 200001: A Space Odyssey.
Can we compete? Can we
You put
compete
it over there.
How could pointing in a direction be that funny?
Wow!
Jimmy.
Wow!
Holy fuck, that's funny.
Hey,
yes, Kevin from Connecticut. Yes.
Can we turn our lights on to compete with the happy light? And who brought in the happy light?
This is Troy's happy light from home because he gets seasonal depression.
Troy Kwan
Yeah.
gets seasonal depression, and he had it enough where he thought it out, went and looked up if there's some cure for it, found it, and bought it.
Maybe he's depressed because he sleeps only like twice a week.
He got
Yeah.
the good one. Like he specifically went on Amazon and found the best happy light there was. The guy who thinks that 9/11 could have been a cover-up believes that lights could make you less depressed.
Well, real sunlight does. But how about you just go outside?
Well, it's
Seasonal depression.
it is a known fact that these lights do help people.
It's not a known
Do they?
fact.
Yeah, they got some studies.
I don't believe it.
It's just
Bunch of
people just
shit.
say it.
They
Yeah,
got
people who work for them.
studies.
Yeah, it's a placebo.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think you get enough sunlight.
Troy said that he starts to vibrate when he's in front of that for 20 minutes.
So can we get him to do that?
He starts to vibrate.
It says he
Does he have
vibrates.
something shoved in his ass while this is happening?
There's a butt plug.
There's a butt plug.
Fucking
attachment.
vibrating butt plug attached to the happy light. Right. That's the happy part. There's the light and then the happy. Right.
Because you're supposed to shine it directly on you. Do you want to just have Troy have the happy light shine on
No,
him while
I
you
think
guys
Jimmy
do your
needs
show?
some happiness.
I want to
today.
feel. I
Let
don't-
Jimmy feel the happiness, the happy light.
Happy ending
stupid.
light. Just come on it.
You ready?
All right, we're gonna turn on the happy
It's
light.
fucking. I don't understand what the fuck.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Bunch of shit. Utter
Wait,
stupidity.
hold on. This is too good.
That's the happy light.
Hold on. These fucking people need to sing. You got your thing working right? Hold on. Hold on. Give me a
stupidity.
minute.
That's
Hold on a minute. Hold
Fucking
on.
dumb.
it is dumb, right?
It's the Happy Light
Hold on,
by
hold on.
Veralux. No, it doesn't work.
Veralux.
All right, what do we got,
Stupid.
Jimmy? We got to make believe now.
There's no make believing. This is Troy's Happy Light.
Yeah.
And it's shit. It's him trying to convince himself that his life doesn't stink when he turns this on. It does. Yay! Yay! Just fucking depressing. Just fucking depressing. But
Eric!
he leaves the music on.
E-Rock.
E-Rock
Oh, look at
stinks.
E-Rock's waving his arms in there. It's crazy.
Oh, he doesn't
Be
understand.
part of the bit. You turn the music
E-Rock.
off.
I'm trying to, but people keep fucking talking to me while I'm doing
Who was talking to you?
Okay.
Who was talking to you?
All right.
Who was
Pass the
talking to
buck
you?
guy.
The Burger King.
What did they say, E-Rock? What were they talking to you?
Oh, why don't we play Karma Chameleon? Well, I'm doing this because you mentioned the monolith. I'm just like,
Who
leave
said
me
Karma
alone.
Chameleon?
We had the bit going.
Who's doing that?
Don't.
Who was in there?
Who?
Give him up.
Roland?
Who? Give him up.
Give
It
him
wasn't
up.
Roland.
So
Give
it was
him up.
Paul.
Who was it?
Paul?
Oh, what a fucking ass.
No, Uncle.
I didn't say that.
Can we try this again?
I said whenever you're around whales, you're like a chameleon because you blend in.
Oh.
All right, so you got the Troy Quan Happy Light in front of you, Jimmy.
I do. And Troy is one of our producers, and it's fucking hilarious to think that his life is such shit that he put this it looks like a scale.
It does look like a scale.
It's fucking horrendous.
Yeah, it's-
And yay! 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 Hey, couldn't possibly work. Utter nonsense. New age shit. Yay! Yay! I'm going to stop this very shortly. It's exhausting being so happy.
That's got to be.
It works, though, I see.
I actually just I do want to see what it feels like to have it on me.
Just turn it on. Oh, Jesus.
No, but I was actually seeing.
Jimmy's actually seeing
I'm
now.
actually just seeing. That's why I said actually.
Now, it's just two. What that is are two fluorescent lights, which are horrible. Like, that's what you get in an office, and that's what depresses you, is fluorescent lighting.
Yeah, why would you want to be reminded you're still in your cubicle?
Right.
No more?
Oh.
You're supposed to do it for 20 minutes.
It's regular fluorescent lights.
Where's Troy Quan?
I don't know.
Hopefully he's an idiot.
Hopefully hanging himself.
Because you stole his happy light.
Yeah.
Troy Quan.
Oh, God. Troy.
I make it feel better. Hi, Troy.
Troy. Like, he came in and he pointed at it like, huh? Huh? The happy light?
Look, that's your baby.
Yeah, look at it. You really like that?
Happy light?
But Troy, it's just two fluorescent lights.
And you can't get anything done because you're getting
It's
blinded
really
by the
bright.
happy light.
Yeah, it's great.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Feels good.
Put this on you 20 minutes a day. You really start to vibrate. I don't know what it is.
Walk us through it. What's going on with you? You got seasonal depression?
Yeah, and it keeps getting worse as I get older.
But is it worse because you don't sleep that much and you're out at the clubs, doing your DJ thing, so you don't really get this regular sunlight?
Well, in the summer, I'm always outside. I love skating. I love biking, hiking, whatever. So in the winter, it's just I'd never go outside. Coming in at the hours that we do, you don't see the sun. There's days that I leave late, I don't see the sun. So there's weeks that go by that I don't even know the sun exists. So I deal with a little bit of trying to get stoked on life, So, and before I took antidepressants and they fucked me up real bad.
Let's try some Uncle Depressants.
I was on,
Chip like that. No. He rubbed his forearm on me.
What antidepressants?
I was on one called Effexor, and I was on another one called...
It affects him, too.
See how horrible it is?
He gave Troy the old bump with the forearm. That's horrible.
I'm laughing.
And how did that
What
shit
did it do to you?
Yeah, how did that shit fuck you up?
Well, it just makes you completely emotionally numb, where you don't give a fuck about anything. What's wrong with that?
Oh, God, that sounds fantastic.
It really does.
Fuck, man.
It does, but then it doesn't, because you could be like, oh, your whole family was just murdered, and you can just be like, whatever.
And if you're the one that did it, it really doesn't bother you.
Of course.
But wouldn't you want that feeling? Why would you want to have to go through that emotion?
Well, then
right?
Well,
it's not going to change their plight.
But I feel like it's as strange as it sounds, it affects creativity.
Ah, now you're talking.
So when you fuck with that, you feel you just exist.
So when are you getting off of it? See, I was implying there.
So, but then I try to get off of it by just a cold turkey withdrawal.
You should try heating it up in the microwave.
Oh, Chip. That's a good one. Uh-oh, who's he going to target? Oh, we got both of us. Whoa, Chip.
I know.
Fucking Chip.
So someone suggested this light.
Well, yeah.
What happened when you went cold turkey?
Cold turkey.
So I basically just took all my antidepressants, flushed them down the toilet.
That's smart to do.
Yeah,
That never ends in a shooting.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it was bad.
Barricading himself in his apartment.
Yeah, we're so
Come and
lucky.
get me, pigs.
Yeah, really. We're so lucky no one got strangled.
Yeah, no, it was really bad because I
Someone's lucky out there. They have no idea.
I would walk down the street and I would feel like my heart was stopping in my chest.
Whoa.
And I would literally just start, yeah, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! That light is terrible. So I would feel like I was.
No, my health doesn't allow it.
You like that on?
Well,
Does
I'm
that
just
bother your eyes?
a little bit, but I'm just trying for something natural.
Natural?
How
It's
is
a
that
fucking
natural?
light.
That's
Well,
two fluorescent lights.
It's natural. It's
That's
not
the
putting,
furthest from natural.
It's not putting
How about
chemicals.
the sun?
Yeah, I would love to. If you can figure out a way for me to have the sun at this working here on these hours.
Mirrors. Why don't you just play the Beatles? Here Comes the Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you play that?
And then
That's
say,
actually-
"Where's the daughter?"
That is a good one.
It's a good song, and I think it just makes you happy listening to the song. Meaning you don't need the regular sunlight.
Yeah, but
Problem solved.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Exactly.
I'll take the happy light over Here Comes the Sun.
All right,
I
the
like
song's
this
for
song.
you. So, who turned you on to that?
Well, I went to my doctor, and they were trying to put me on more prescription. I was like, no. So they're like, well, hey, this works for some people. Give it a shot.
And it's called the Happy Light.
It is, yeah.
The company is called
it's
Happy
on
Light.
It's called.
That's an awful big pill to swallow.
So we were talking about seasonal depression the other day with Joe DeRosa, and there you go.
Why not just look into that? See, Sam just pulled up a picture of the sun on a website. Why not just look at that?
Yeah, it's not the same.
Why don't you get, you got a lot of tattoos. Why don't you get a tattoo of the sun? And you can look at the sun right on your forearm.
It's just not the.
I'm
not the
thinking
same.
Beatles, Here Comes the Sun, staring at a picture of the sun on the internet, you're good.
That works?
I'm thinking.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll take my happy light.
Every day, though, you have to sit with the
No,
happy
I
light?
actually haven't done it a lot lately, but it was more so last year.
Can't you just shine it on you while you're sleeping, and then you don't have to worry about that part of
I don't know what that
your
would do.
routine?
I don't know. I think your eyes may need to see it.
No, oh, really?
I don't know. I don't know.
Dr. Steve can help us. I think isn't it something to do with vitamin D? You know. Don't you get vitamin D
some
from the
kind
sun?
of vitamin D, some kind of chemical reaction.
Yeah, that's actually what I started doing this year. I started taking vitamin D pills.
So I don't think you need to actually look at it. I think if it's hitting your body.
Yeah, you don't have to look at it. What do you think? Happiness goes into your eyeballs?
I don't know.
That's crazy. You're going to get cataracts. You're going to get cataracts.
Well, you guys, I'll bring it in here for you guys. You guys can keep it in here for a while.
That's good, yeah.
Well, I mean,
That's all right.
add a
Actually,
little
it's
happiness.
Probably good for viewing X-rays with. You just hang it up on the wall. This is I've never even heard of that.
I didn't even know they existed. A happy light.
And I was happy not knowing they existed.
Yeah, I mean,
I heard about these lights.
Knowing they don't exist or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Just trying to be quick, and I'm sucking a dick.
That's all right. Lucky you.
Oh,
I'm telling you, Jim, keep it on for a little while.
That light's terrible.
Oh God, it's horrid.
I get sunlight every day though.
It's an anger light.
Yeah, you got to squint, and that's going to cause a headache.
Wear sunglasses. You got to just wear sunglasses in front of it.
All right, thank you, Troy, for bringing in the happy light today. We got our own happy lights. Thank you, Sam. Yeah, it's about time we turn on our own happy.
About time they were
Did
just
you unplug
on
this shitty happy lights?
these things.
Now we got a lot of light in this studio. Oh, that one doesn't work anymore?
Oh, there it
This
is.
light
Oh.
would depress you in Papillon.
Very good. Can we make it quick with Dr. Steve today? Quite frankly, he bores the shit out of a lot
What?
of people.
Dr. Steve
hi,
is
Dr. Steve.
beloved.
Well,
beloved.
what happens is the light is like photosynthesis, where it's like a nutrient for your cells. Sorry.
If it was photosynthesis, you'd have to be plant-based.
Yeah, no. And take pictures.
Dr. Steve, is there anything to this happy light thing? Oh my God! Look, I can't even see you guys
this
anymore.
Is crazy now with these lights. I'm not happy. I'm annoyed. My pupils just slammed shut.
Holy fuck! I can't see shit. Dr. Steve.
Dr. Steve, what's behind this whole seasonal depression and the use of light, artificial light, to cure it? Yellow?
Yes. Well, there actually is some science behind that.
Oh.
We produce vitamin D when we're out exposed to the sunlight, and people in the United States have chronically low vitamin D levels because we're not outside enough. At least.
What does vitamin D do for the human? What does it do? What
Well,
are the benefits?
You know, we used to talk about it just being involved in calcium absorption and those kinds of things. But now we're finding that people with low vitamin D levels are at increased risk for heart disease and cancer and all kinds of crazy shit.
Would a vitamin D supplement help?
Well, it certainly won't hurt. Now, we don't have any evidence yet that increasing vitamin D levels will reverse that risk, or, lessen that risk. But we do know that people with low levels have high risk, so it makes sense, at least for now, to try a vitamin D supplement. I think everybody should take one, especially if you're a city dweller and not getting enough sun.
Now, Dr. Steve, don't some of these statistics and things, aren't they a little wacky when you think if somebody has a vitamin deficiency, you could probably surmise that they really don't take very good care of themselves. They're not eating properly. And perhaps that's why they're getting these diseases instead of it directly having to do with the vitamins themselves.
If you have a vitamin C deficiency, it's so hard to become vitamin C deficient.
Yeah.
Actually get scurvy in this world. You're absolutely right. If someone has scurvy, this is someone who has just basically eaten shit for the last, several years.
Ah, yes.
Not
Dried
taking care of
pork on a ship. Yeah.
We had a guy that had scurvy. I've seen one case in my career, and it was a mountain guy who ate nothing but potatoes 3 meals a day.
Ooh.
Why? He must have had potato breath. Why was he only eating potatoes?
Well, I guess his parents didn't teach him about a balanced diet. I don't know. He just lived up. He would get canned potatoes and eat canned potatoes 3 meals a day.
And that was bad for you.
He was kind of a hermit,
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's
I'll
true.
say.
But when it comes to vitamin D deficiency, that is a product of our modern lifestyle.
Hey, are vitamin B injections good?
Injections?
You don't need to.
Speaking of vitamin D.
Yeah. Vitamin double D.
I'm not even
showing videos of women tits.
Yeah, I was sorry, Dr. Steve, nothing against you, but I like Girls Daily. Just tweeted a video of knockers.
Big knockers.
She calls them knockers.
So wait,
titties.
can I get a vitamin D shot?
Yes, you can, Jimmy.
Are they good for you?
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's no reason to. Your vitamin D is
just drink milk.
No, I mean vitamin B. I'm sorry.
Oh, vitamin B.
Yeah.
Okay. It's also very hard to be vitamin B deficient, but you can be B12 deficient if you've got a lack of a certain chemical in your body that's produced in the stomach.
Charisma? You better start taking it.
Yeah, well, Kevin from Con writes, Dr. Steve is on vitamin Z.
Oh, damn.
No, but I want to know about vitamin B12 injections.
Yes.
Just do it and see what it does for you.
B12, what happens with B12 is there's a possibility that you can't absorb B12, and the only way then that you can get it into your body is through injection. And the nice thing about B12 is it's not toxic, so if you get too much, you just piss it out.
What's it do to you, B12? How would it make me feel?
Well, B12 is good for your, making sure that your white blood cells are doing their job.
Of course they're working.
When you have a deficiency in B12, the white blood cells grow really large and they get sluggish, and it does other things.
The E-Rock blood cell.
Can it make you? Can it make you tired?
What most people feel like after they get a B12 shot is a little burst of energy for a few days.
A few days.
That sounds good.
Well, let's do that.
I want to get.
You want to come up here and inject us in our heinies?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I would do that.
Yeah.
You get a B12 shot in your arm, though, but yeah.
Nice.
Can I go to a pharmacy and get that?
You can. You have to have a prescription, and then you have to have a prescription for the needles, and then you'd have to learn how
Fuck
to
that.
do
Let's
it.
just inject each other, Jimmy. Me and you.
Shoot each other up.
Run the heinies. Oh, that's good, Dr. Steve. He can teach us how to do it.
You got to hit a vein, though, right?
No.
No. It goes into the muscle.
Oh, it's a little skin popping.
No, I don't want to do that. I want to go to the doctor. Hey, and I want to do an apnea machine. I think I'm dying. I'm not sleeping.
I think I'm dying. You're killing everyone around you.
Yeah, you're not
Jimmy.
dying, Jimmy. You're killing everyone. What, are you going to go to Algeria? They have those weird things on their heads. I want to get an apnea machine so I can start living.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do you know that you have sleep apnea?
Oh, God, yes. I'm just constantly fucking dying. Air.
Can you tape yourself?
I probably should.
Please?
We could get you a sleep study.
I don't want to go to the place, though, because if I go to the place, I'll never sleep.
Yeah, that's true.
You only have to sleep for about an hour or two.
I won't even doze off,
Get all
dude.
the data that they need.
Dude, I can't sleep on a fucking plane in a comfortable seat with a pillow.
I love when you go and get a sleep study and they connect you to all these machines and wires and it's not your bed and they're like, "Yep, you got a sleep problem." Of course you do.
Yeah, now go
Who could sleep in those conditions?
I could.
Really?
I'm a sleeping machine.
I wish I could, dude. Can they come to my house and do it?
I'm not aware of any sleep lab that's doing in-home stuff, but I'll check on that.
You know what?
You know, in New York City,
That would be a great small business to have, where you go to the person's home, get a big tit monster to come over and give you a sleep study.
Because you got to sit there. When you go to a sleep study place, what do you bring your own pillows or something?
You can bring your own pillow if you want to.
And then you lay on your
They're
back?
very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't sleep on my back.
Hang on. Hey, have a good day, boys. I'm dropping the kids off at school.
Oh, is that what you call it? It's called the Cosby Kid.
Wait, he has to go?
Oh.
No.
Oh, yeah, no.
All right, Dr. Steve, thanks. I guess he's got to go.
Dr. Steve.
No, we're good.
All right, thanks for all the info. We really
Well, you got an
appreciate the
emergency?
time.
Would you get a pulse?
No, we're good.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said you got to
All
drop the
right,
kids
Doc.
off.
The sleep lab is very comfortable
he's all right.
and dark and quiet.
Yeah, but you got to wear like fucking wires and lay on your back, and I piss 30 times a night.
Yeah, that part's the problem. They'll give you a little urinal that you can pee in.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
A little jug.
I would love to pee in a
little jug
jug.
with a long neck, and you put your monstrous hog in it.
Yeah, I gotta jimmy my cock in there.
By the way, you got to update your info. I'm being told by a bunch of people you could do a home sleep study now.
Oh yeah,
you could do it
At home?
You can do it.
Yeah, that may be. We don't have that here. I'm in a rural area, but in city, that may be.
All right. Let me get Russ on the line because he's in complete agreement with Dr. Steve. Russ.
Hey, guys. No, actually, I disagree with Dr. Steve. I stated vitamin D is the hottest vitamin out right now, and I think he's underplaying the importance of it. Everybody's
I'm
being...
not. I just said everybody should take it.
What's wrong with you?
You didn't even discuss half the things it does. It acts like a hormone in your body, and if you're having trouble sleeping, it helps bowel movement. It helps a lot more than just it boosts your testosterone. There's a lot of things for you. You didn't even mention it.
That's because that part's not true, but it is very.
Face to Russ.
Bowel movement.
Damn it.
No, it does a lot of things you didn't even mention.
Know what this is? WebMD versus Dr. Steve.
Yep.
It's going down.
That's right. If there's one thing Dr. Steve knows about, it's a good, solid bowel movement.
Yeah. Now, hey, look, vitamin D does way more than we ever thought that it did, and we're learning more about it all the time. And, I just touched on the big stuff. I think everyone should take a vitamin D supplement. I really do.
I'll take one. I take. I should take a multivitamin, but I just don't. I'm the one. This is a vitamin break. It's probably boring for people, but I'm so
kind of boring.
Vitamin deficient. Vitamin break's usually fun.
I know. So much
Usually we
to
have
talk
so
about.
much fun
AB,
with them. I don't know what happened
CD.
here. All right, Russ. Thanks for the information.
Yeah, thank you, Russ.
Dr.
Bunch
Steve.
of leaves, Russell.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Steve.
Oh, yeah. Good
Always
for
a
nothing,
pleasure.
Russ.
Love Dr. Steve. When is Dr. Steve's show on?
Sunday, Well, Sunday's at 9 a.m., but Saturday's at 9 p.m.
I like that promo where he's kind of rapping with the horrible diseases and afflictions that people have. They cut They cut it together really, really well. Yeah.
Troy did that. He
Well, he must have been on the Happy Light at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
His dumb Happy Light. Give me a break.
Jimmy having trouble sleeping, and Luke using force on Twitter writes, hire Steve to talk to you, Jimmy. He'll make you pass the fuck out.
Oh, man. They're bashing our buddy.
I'm just dying in my sleep every
Mongo
night.
the trucker writes, Dr. Steve has humor apnea. What do you think of these comments there, Dr. Steve?
Eat shit.
Yeah.
Eat shit indeed, sir.
You should say ingest fecal matter. Vitamin D and some fecal matter. Chew you up. Vitamin B12 chaser. Well, blood cells will swell. They get sluggish. They're very good. You got to shrink them down. They get very sluggish. White blood cells.
Sluggish.
All right. These happy lights are making me really fucking mad.
Thank
Can we
you,
turn them
Steve.
off?
No.
You will really think that I have an issue with humor when you hear double vasectomy Todd's entry into the worst best man contest that I was his best man.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Are we doing that contest?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I quoted Henny Youngman and Mickey Rooney. So.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
What was the quotes from those two guys? Why wait?
I'm not falling for that.
What's? I'm not hanging up on that. Are you crazy? I want to hear. I want to hear the Henny Youngman
He
quote.
probably said, "Take my wife, please."
Did you?
It was horrendous. It was, but I don't think it's not bad enough to win, and it's not bad enough to be really funny.
When do we get the? Do we have the entry?
Yeah, I sent it in last night.
Oh, all right. Well,
Dr.
We're doing that contest soon, I guess. I don't
Everything
know.
has to be in by tomorrow.
I don't know anything about this contest. Have we been talking about this one, Sam?
Yeah, we've been all about it on the after show.
Oh, nice.
I heard that they're doing a big thing. It's this weekend in Poughkeepsie at Bananas. There's a big best man thing happening.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I think you're playing there.
Yes,
Didn't you
I
just
am.
play Poughkeepsie?
No.
I'm confused.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Jim Norton at
I've been
Bananas
doing
at
long
Poughkeepsie.
shows too. Fuck, man.
Good for
Hour
you.
15.
Damn it.
Yeah, all good stuff.
We just did 2 hours, Sam, so we should go home.
No, you do a 4-hour show.
Who says?
You do. It's in the contract you
Podcast.
signed.
Yo.
Right.
We got
all right, Steve.
Snooki and JWoww. For
Yes.
the show
Yes.
Finally.
coming in.
I guess Snooki got engaged.
Did she really?
They're saying, yeah, lost a lot of weight and everything.
I'd bang her. Absolutely. And JWoww, I'd love to. I got vibes off her last time.
I guess
Yeah?
Snooki's going to talk about her engagement
sorry.
today. That's big news, by the way.
Yeah.
Make sure the Twitterverse knows that one.
Okay, I'll let him know.
Dr. Steve, thank you.
Thank you, my friends.
Bye,
All right.
buddy.
We're going to hang up like gentlemen today, I've decided.
Gentlemen.
All right. There he goes. Dr. Steve, everyone. Know why? Because I got the happy light on, Sam. See what
Good. I
happened?
told you it worked.
But first this.
Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Got JWoww and Snooki stopping in today. First time we've talked to Snooki, I think, right?
Yep.
We've had them all except for her and Ronnie.
Been the one that hasn't come in, right?
Her and Ronnie were the only two.
Yeah.
And then it's down to Ronnie. Jersey Shore, I'm in. I'm watching. Ant's watching.
Yeah. I've caught some episodes, that's for sure. Yeah.
Communique from Dr. Steve.
What?
Oh, boy.
Dr. Steve.
Hopefully it's his suicide note.
Oh.
Would you please toss out there that vitamin D is fat soluble, can build up in the system, so don't take more than the recommended amount. 400 to 1,000 IU.
I guess he felt like our show wasn't boring enough today.
He had to,
He had to, like...
throw that little tag on the
No,
little
no, no. He
epilogue.
says, though, he goes, thanks. I wouldn't want someone to take my advice to the extreme and hurt themselves.
Well, he's a gentleman.
Yeah.
Well, that was nice of him, I guess. Thank you, Dr. Steve.
Dr. Steve.
Thanks, I'm Mill.
I hate that.
Man.
You hear the latest on Bernie Fine and his wife? Good old Bernie Fine up there in Syracuse? We forget about Bernie Fine because of the Jerry Sandusky thing.
Yes.
But it looks like Bernie Fine had a situation in Syracuse as the assistant coach
What happened?
for the Syracuse Orangemen, the basketball team.
Yeah.
The story goes, he molested a kid from the time he was what to what? 12 to 38?
Yeah,
7
something
to
like
27.
that.
7 to 27.
That's
After 3 years, he should have stopped.
3 years.
At what age is it your responsibility as far as molestation goes?
2.
Come on, let's have a discussion.
Yeah, there really
What?
is an age where it just becomes, look, you're not being molested anymore. You're gay.
Yeah. It's hard to say because it depends on how old you are.
27 though?
That's obvious. Yeah,
Can you be molested by a grown man at 20 years old?
God knows I've tried.
I think if you get through high school, I think that's the cutoff. Come on.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Come on.
Yeah, high school.
Right?
Yeah.
Because maybe you're like, oh, fuck, he's my history teacher.
Yeah, you got
If I
those
say
authority
no,
figures, and
he can prevent me from getting into a good college.
I just want to be accepted by a good college.
But anyway, the latest on Bernie Fine, the wife there, had sex with Syracuse players.
Hey, my wife's fucking the basketball team. I'm warning you, stay away from them. Hey, stop fucking the basketball team. They're all black men with giant cocks. And they're fucking my wife. Hey, I'm warning you. Get off my wife, you.
That's why she didn't care.
No, she was getting deep dicked.
If these reports are true.
Yeah.
She was like, whatever, you do what you want. I'm getting dick.
She getting some dick. See, but it isn't abuse when she does it.
Yeah.
It's funny, yeah, right. But then again, how old were they? Were they like 19 or 20 when she was fucking him?
27.
I should have read this ahead of time, I guess. That's
fuck
why
it.
they hook up with 2 players. Okay, Davis,
Two.
who was accusing Fine's husband, assistant coach Bernie Fine, of molesting him back in the 90s, said he often drove the 2 wives to a student housing complex.
Oh,
That's
boy.
where they'd hook up with 2 players, identified as players 2 and 3. I guess Lori Fine, another coach's wife, used to speak openly about relationships with 2 of the players and what they like to do in bed, this ball boy is saying.
Ball boy.
During the car ride, the 2 women spoke explicitly about their sexual exploits with players 2 and 3.
Wow. What's player 1? How come it's player 2 and 3? What did player 1 do?
I don't know.
He was
That's a
an
good
ass
question.
Yeah. Huh?
In a particular, I don't know that word.
Well, how you spell it?
APERTICULAR.
No.
In a particular. I've never seen that
It's
word in
probably
my
a
life.
mistake. It's probably a typo. Probably
sure?
in particular.
Origin?
Origin, I don't know.
Definition?
I don't know.
Latin
Use it in a
roots?
sentence?
All right. In particular, both women would talk about how good the 2 players were at various sexual acts and talk about what specific acts each of the men liked, including fellatio and other oral acts, the
Wow.
suit says.
We're going out on a limb. A guy that likes his dick sucked.
Yeah, but it's saying and other oral acts. That means they were licking the asshole.
Ass licking?
Or maybe the guy was licking their puss.
I like to think.
Or maybe they were licking the
ass
nips and the
play.
balls or something.
My God.
Little ball licking.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
On an earlier occasion, he went with Lori to a house where several undergrads were living and saw her go into the bedroom of an athlete identified as player 1. There's player 1.
There's player 1.
He said he later saw player 1 come out fist pumping the air and bragging about how he had just had sex with Lori.
Oh, man.
He said he also suspected her of having a relationship with a 4th player because of the way she acted with him.
Player 4?
Player 4.
Wow.
He said her pickup moves were always the same. She would focus on one individual player and start paying enormous attention to that one player by doing the player's laundry, lending him her car, giving the player money and gifts, including jewelry, and generally
some jewelry.
Yes. Basically just getting into the player's life until it became clear that they were in an intimate relationship.
Yes.
Her hookups gave her a reputation with the team, the filing says. Player used to joke openly about it as a known fact that Lori Fine gave, and it says good oral sex in parentheses. That
gave
means
good
blowjobs.
Gave good head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was great in bed, and that anyone could do the coach's wife. Davis said he
Anyone.
told Fine about his wife's tryst, and he did not react in the slightest.
He was just trying to cover up that he was fucking boys.
So,
man, what a wacky
Syracuse, huh?
situation. Yeah.
You hear about the other teacher doing the cinnamon challenge right after we said don't do the cinnamon challenge?
Someone got the boot, I guess, huh? Teacher?
God, there's some shitty teachers out there. I know there's some good ones too. I do know that, but there are a bunch of shitty ones.
What happened? Like the teacher just stood there?
This is a known fact that this is really dangerous, and I guess as some form of discipline, she had a few kids do the cinnamon challenge.
Oh man!
So they would gag and fucking try to gasp for air, and maybe then they would be
better students.
Better students.
Gag me with a spoon.
I've heard that before.
How does the story go?
That they were eating cinnamon and something was happening. And this was just so gnarly. This is the new me.
Valley Jim.
Yeah.
I like Valley Jim.
This is rad.
It's just a new character all the time. Valley Jim.
Yeah. Gag me with a spoon. You don't like Valley Jim?
I hate Valley Jim. I really hate Valley Jim. want no part of Valley Jim.
You think he stinks?
Stinks. Valley Jim's embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, you're embarrassing. Why don't you gag yourself with a spoon?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. How about you gag yourself with a wooden spoon with splinters? It's Valley Chip.
Valley Chip. So the teacher got suspended, or is it principal? Yeah. Damn. Leads to choking and vomiting.
Of course.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Is
we
it a quick
saw
story?
Iraq,
Yeah, it's the principal in New Haven, and apparently she witnessed it happening in the cafeteria and did nothing.
And just stood by and did nothing.
Correct.
But I heard it was some form of discipline.
I'm not getting that from these articles.
Oh.
Is it another one? Is it another
I
story?
don't know.
Maybe.
It was like
horseplay. Was it horseplay? Was it clowning around? What were the students doing?
I don't have the story in front of me.
Damn.
I think that's it. I mean, that's the new one.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
And the principal didn't do anything, so the principal got fucking suspended.
Correct.
Okay.
But there was another one that used it as punishment.
Punishment?
God,
That's a good punishment.
Okay, this one...
That's the one I saw right there, Sam. Is that different than the one you just brought
The
up?
hell is that? Who's a fatty?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, no.
This is parents using the cinnamon challenge to punish kids.
That's good. Look, they all look very inner city.
Dummies, man.
That is a stupid thing to do to your kid.
What?
Give them the cinnamon challenge as discipline.
Is there a video?
Can you move this, please?
What, that? You don't like the Happy Light anymore?
I hate it.
Jimmy was ready to throw it. Dumb Happy Light. Troy's miserable. What kind of fucking what kind of commercial is that for the Happy Light when the guy brought it in is miserable?
I know. I think the Happy Light is just really not working.
Oh Jesus! This character's got to go.
So right when this principal story broke, a video came out of a family in Brooklyn, and the kids are doing the cinnamon challenge and saying this is our new torture for our kids when they don't behave. So that's where the story's got mixed.
Let's watch this. The cinnamon challenge is not smart.
Come on, landscape cam, you dummies.
9 people. Shit.
Oh my God! Here,
Little kids.
Oh my God! Hesitate, Dawson. Hesitate, Sally.
And a little
man,
a little kid is gasping for air.
How old's that kid? Would you say? Can you fucking believe that?
Pause this.
So now my brother.
She can't.
That kid's what?
3,
maybe
3.5. Maybe.
She'll be 3 in April.
What the fuck? There's some shitty people out there, man.
And she's giving the kid water, which Eric said just turns it into concrete
Why would
in your
you
throat.
do that to your little kid?
Why would you do that to a kid? The kid could die. You end up in prison. You're like, oh yeah, I just shoved some cinnamon in my kid's face.
We all saw the Iraq
So dumb.
video, and this little kid, was choking. And gasping. What the fuck's wrong with people?
They don't think about consequences.
But why would you think that's funny?
It's funny to watch.
Because you don't know the kid.
I don't know the kid.
But I mean, if you have a kid, you realize how ridiculously stupid that would be to do to your little fucking innocent kid.
And if the kid dropped dead, they'd be like, I didn't know, my child.
Right, let's continue this.
He's freaking asking to do it, so now we're gonna punish him with this much. Okay. Wait.
Yay! There you go. Oh no.
Ready?
This kid's
Set?
5.
Go, Antonio. Go.
About.
Swallow it. Antonio, try to swallow it. You okay? You okay? You okay?
That's good for trust.
Yeah.
Drink water. Drink water.
Is the kid crying?
You're nasty.
I don't know, because they don't even know how to film the video properly.
Don't you throw up in here. Don't you go.
All right, another kid.
Another tiny kid.
2 kids doing it at once.
At once.
Oh my God.
All right.
Look at where he is.
Yeah, one kid's doing all right.
Oh, it's hilarious, isn't it?
It's hysterical. Hey, that kid. Would that kid do it?
Drink water.
Hey, look, she's fucking gasping for air. And she's
That
looking
kid
around
can't
for
breathe.
help.
Kid can't breathe, and they all need help.
Give me out to the camera.
Ah.
Everybody.
Now they're all doing it at once.
Live in the same
Set.
world as people
Do
like
it.
this.
Put Put it in your mouth. Joseph, is it hot?
What
Is
a
it hot,
bunch of
Joseph?
idiots. I don't
Joseph,
see
get
her
water.
fat ass doing it.
Joseph, spit it out, spit it out. Okay, Joseph. Joseph, get water.
Where do all these kids come from?
It's a really long video,
From
too.
Park
so.
Slope.
Jesus.
Well, what we're looking at is very small children doing the Cinnamon Challenge.
Being forced to.
Being forced to by parents who think they're fucking
What site is this
hilarious.
on?
This is a big story, Jimmy.
Oh, it is.
It's on our Facebook page, Opie and Anthony, so you can see what we're looking at.
They were being like gagged with a spoon.
Quite literally.
Of these spoonfuls.
Valley Jim. Oh, wow. Big heaping
Yeah.
helping.
Way too
Let
much.
me get a little. Hold on. Here, let me do it for you. Okay. No, I got it. I got it.
I wanna do the cinnamon
I'm not
challenge.
gonna cheat. I want you to do it. This is my spoon. Stop, Luigi. Hold on. You want more?
Luigi.
After I'm done.
Luigi.
The lady's doing it.
All right, fair enough. She is doing it.
Why would you do this?
It's really...
Our new torture.
How great would it be if she died?
Oh, fantastic.
Kids are doing this all over the place. This is a really popular thing to do right now.
It's old school, though.
I thought so.
Yeah.
But for some reason, everyone's getting into it now.
Well, just do it, you fucking idiot.
All right, who's first?
Angelita.
No, just do it one at a time. No, do one.
Now the adults are going to do it.
No, do it. Do it all of the time.
You do it with me.
Just fucking do it! We're editing your
Bunch of
video!
Fat ladies that don't want
Yeah.
cinnamon.
Oh. The 9-year-old girl just did it, and probably
be
going to interfere
9.
with her pregnancy. See? See what I'm getting at there?
Oh, you go, Angelina. Oh, Angelina, come on. You a big girl.
Yeah.
My face is getting red. Oh, my God. Where's the water?
Oh, fucking fatso.
Oh, she got it.
She did it.
Both of you do it. Ready?
Wait.
Ready? One.
I like that one in the middle. She's cute.
Don't aim at each other. You might spit at each other.
Oh, you blew it all over the place.
They're doing it. 2 women just did it together.
Oh, God.
Coughing out.
Oh, my God. She's disintegrating from the inside. I got it. 'Cause cinnamon.
And the kids were all pointing and laughing.
I guess it beats pummeling the kids. Throwing them out the window.
They're making it look much more fun than we did.
Yeah, they are making it look fun.
Well, the problem was the tiny little kids doing it. Whatever.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're probably poorly behaved. This will straighten them out.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's a punishment.
But that video's getting some play out there.
Punishments aren't supposed to be pleasant.
No,
right.
this is... Wait, go back to the beginning of this. And then, of course, E-Rock. This is...
1, 2, 3.
See, it could go horribly wrong like it did that day with E-Rock.
E-Rock is the
Oh my God! I can't look at this.
Oh, Valley Shimmy.
It's so grody.
Grody. There's some 80s reference.
We got silly, Jimmy. The happy light made him silly.
That happy light's got to go.
Yeah, it doesn't make anybody happy. It just made me sad.
I don't even know how to react to Valley Jimmy. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, gag yourself with a spoon.
I think I will. Ooh. Ooh.
Valley Jim's probably a hit with the listeners.
Oh, no. They want you buried.
They're not liking Valley Jim.
No, they're not. Someone gagged Jimmy with a cock. Yeah.
Yeah, drink your soup.
That's what I'm doing. It's superific.
We got Spaz's giant mosquito.
Ah, that's what we're waiting for.
Well, we explained this like 2 hours ago. Basically, Spaz worked for the show 10, 12 years ago, 10
Yeah.
years ago. I don't know. And he was a great character, but he really wasn't playing a character. He was just playing himself.
It was him.
Gave us great radio. He looked at the world very differently Kind of like Carl from
Like a retard.
Kind of like Carl from An Idiot Abroad.
Yep.
And one day he came to us and said he didn't want to be Spaz anymore. He just wanted to be Kevin.
Not realizing that it's one and the same.
Right. We didn't really understand the two because when he wasn't on the air, he was the same kind of guy.
Yeah.
And we said, basically, that's not really going to work. That means you're just going to be an intern. We can't pay you to be Kevin.
Right.
And he handed in his resignation, and we never saw him again.
Yeah.
Wow. It's been about 10 years. So we found the giant mosquito clip.
Giant mosquito.
This is more for the newer listeners, I would assume.
Well, I think if you heard it, because we haven't played this in a long time, if you've heard it in the past, it's going to be fun to hear again.
All right.
I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Here's Spaz. I'll look back. The giant mosquito.
All right, let's move on with the giant mosquito, I believe, is next.
Anyway, what else is going on in Queens? It seems to be like, instead of the flu bug, we got a mosquito going around killing people.
Whoa, there he is. Oh, giant mosquito seen crossing the Triborough Bridge. Whoa.
Giant mosquito. You're convinced it's one mosquito, and they're trying to find this one mosquito.
No, what I meant was there's a bunch of mosquitoes under one breed. So, giant mosquito breed.
What?
Next thing you know, he's going to say there's a bunch of chinks running away.
Could you name all the different mosquito breeds?
Yeah.
I know I can look at pictures of them and
yeah,
I can't
pictures are
name
good.
I look at pictures.
Whoa.
He has the
going on in
centerfold pull out.
All right, listen.
Field and Stream.
All right, listen. This gets really good. I'm gonna have to let's let the tape ride for a little while. Here we go.
Holy Christ.
The giant mosquito in Queens killing people.
Anyway, what else is going on in Queens? It seems to be like, instead of the flu bug, we got a mosquito going around killing people. Apparently, it affects your immune system in your brain. It inflames. It's called, I can't even pronounce this.
Here it goes.
Encephalitis. Well, anyway, it's a mosquito.
Encephalitis.
Encephalitis.
I don't know.
Encephalitis.
It's Homer Simpson, everyone.
Did you figure out how to say that word?
I couldn't pronounce it.
Try again.
I need the word in front of me to pronounce it.
All right, someone give him the word.
Oh, no,
I'm
I've
sure
got
it's
the
in the
word.
newspaper.
I can't even pronounce this. Encephalitis. Anyway, it's a mosquito. All right, I got it.
All right, you got the word in front of
All
you.
right, go ahead. Spaz has the word in front of him. Third death feared from
encephalitis.
That's my sister's name. Encephalitis, you get your ass over here. Your sister's spatula and Lavoris inside. Encephalitis.
Bill, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
You know, I was driving home down the southern state, and, I saw the big mosquito behind me chasing me. I got really scared. I sped up, but he came up alongside me, and he just wowed me. I couldn't believe it. He had a big KKK dog T-shirt on. I almost crashed. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked.
Very good.
That'll shock you.
Thank you, Bill. All right.
Encephalitis.
All right, let's get back into the giant mosquito story.
And it inflames the outer layer of your brain.
Is that what happened?
The mosquito's carrying. In severe cases, these are some of the symptoms you may get: severe headaches, muscle aches, high fever, stiff neck, disorientation. Then you go into a coma, have a couple of tremors, a convulsion or two. Then you're in paralysis, and then could die.
Coincidentally enough, the same thing that happens from listening to K-Talk.
You sure you didn't get bit by this mosquito? Well, I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard. All right, let's get back to the tape.
These are the symptoms that people infected have been showing. And so all throughout yesterday, residents of Queens were being sprayed with bug spray.
Residents are being sprayed. The residents are being sprayed.
What?
Wait, they're spraying like sumps and stagnant pools of water and brush, not the people. Damn you! It's a madhouse!
So you think they're just running around with this spray and spraying people as they're going about their
super
business?
soakers full of DDT.
No, they were set up with like officers in like that outbreak suit, and they had the They had like Cutter and off. They were just spraying people as they walked by the table. That's the picture I saw.
Oh my God. If I just cracked his head open right now, would I be charged with anything? Or would it be a public service?
And so all throughout yesterday, residents of Queens were being sprayed with bug spray. Now, actually, there are ways to prevent yourself from getting hit with this mosquito in Queens.
Hit with this mosquito? Dare he try to say, what's the word?
Encephalitis.
It's like you're from another country, you know? I'm going to pee myself, I swear to God. Encephalitis, where's Bactine? Where's your sister Bactine?
It's still a giant mosquito at this point, Ant.
Yes.
One large giant mosquito.
Thank God they're spraying the residents of Queens.
Just walking around with bug spray.
Spraying the residents.
In Queens, wear long sleeve shirts, long pants, socks when outdoors. Use insect repellent that includes DEET, D-E-E-T. Avoid outdoor activity from dusk till dawn. Remove water from cars and jars because that's where mosquitoes lay their eggs and, settled water. And check your home for tight-fitting screens and doors. Much like the rules of going out during the summer, don't wear heavy clothing, don't run at 100-degree heat. This is common sense, people. Follow it.
Wait a minute. You're telling people to follow common sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, to do. I am stupefied, man.
What?
It's common sense, people. Follow it.
Yes. All right, let's move on here.
I would be able to control the boner if this was more like expected to happen, but I didn't expect you'd be here in studio.
What an adorable little boner.
This is a lovely surprise that I am very thankful for.
Oh, I love surprises.
It's a lovely gift. It feels like Christmas already.
Oh, you're Christmas all over my
I'm
chest.
just trying to look at her. At the same time, I'm trying to control the boner here.
Oh, Bobo.
I'm trying to control the boner here.
Oh, it's so cute.
I'm trying to control the boner. I'm trying to control the boner here.
Oh, pretend I'm your brother.
I'm trying to control the boner. I'm trying to control the boner here.
Your tweets excite me.
I'm trying to control the boner. The boner. I'm trying to control the boner here. I wouldn't go over anal. I'm trying to control the boner here.
Control the boner, Bobo.
Control the boner.
Control the boner, Bobo.
Control the boner.
Control the boner, Bobo.
Control the boner.
Control the boner, Bobo. Control the boner. Control the boner, Bobo. Control the boner. Control the boner, Bobo. Control the boner.
Hey, this is Billy Cornley. Hey, this is Frank Vincent. Hey, this is Quentin Tarantino. Hey, this is Richard Dreyfuss.
Hey, this is John C. Reilly.
Hey, this is Kevin Smith. You're listening to Opie and Anthony. Two dudes I could sit around and talk to for hours and have sat around and talked to for hours.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you very much. Kevin Smith's going to be on the show, I think, maybe next week?
Yes.
Soon.
It's been too long.
Also next week, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
What? Lou Alcindor?
And there's somebody else next week. Daryl Hammond. Making his first appearance on the show. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
I was walking to the bathroom, and some guy said that...
you want to suck your dick?
Yeah, besides that.
All right.
Besides that, we got past that part of it.
Kind of skated past that awkward part of the conversation.
You know, we were talking about Rachel Maddow, who disappointed us certainly today.
She always disappoints.
She's going to be doing Howard's show next week. I'm just telling you this because someone told me. I just asked someone, is Rachel Maddow coming in anytime soon?
Yeah.
I was curious about that. And I guess Howard's had a crush on her for a year, and all he wants to do is fuck her, and now she's going to be doing his show. And I'm thinking, what's wrong with Howard?
There's nothing.
Do you find anything sexy or attractive about Rachel Maddow?
She's anti-sexy.
Supposedly he's been obsessing about her for a year. This is everything I just heard just going to the bathroom. I didn't ask any questions. This was told to me.
Well, good luck there.
She wears boys' clothes when she's not on TV. Like, what is attractive about her?
There's
that
nothing
you would fantasize about
body-wise.
fucking her for a year.
She's got a very masculine look to her.
Jimmy, I know you're not like a big fan of hers, but would you find her sexually attractive, Rachel Maddow?
Not in that photo, but in a couple of them, she looks pretty. She can look good.
Wow, I'm missing.
There are some horrible
I'm missing
photos of
something
her.
here. Then
Let me see.
Oh, she's just one of the guys.
She's just one of the
knocking
guys.
around, one of the guys.
Yeah.
Why would you have a fantasy about someone that's just one of the guys?
I don't. She tries to buoy herself up because
No,
she
she's
is
trying to go
prettier.
the other way. In real life, she wants to be a boy.
Right.
But MSNBC said, "Wow, you're talented for what we're doing, but we need you to look a little softer on TV." She doesn't want to look like that on TV. She wants to wear boys' clothes all the fucking
Ew.
time. She wears hoodies when she's not on TV, like guys do, just hoodies and like some fucking like Paulie D type sneakers.
Yeah, she is kind of. She has a big man neck. She is kind of awful.
She is just
She's
too
shitty.
masculine.
But why would you be
Very
sexually
masculine.
attracted to her to the point you want to fuck her?
I don't think that's crazy to want to fuck her. I mean, she's just an odd looking. Maybe there's something.
Oh,
about her
really? Look at that
It's like in the
picture.
same. It's in the
Really?
same vein as wanting to fuck a midget. You know
Her personality might. Sometimes people want to fuck people.
what? That bleeding heart left wing babble that would come out of her yaw.
No, there might be
Fuck
something
it.
in her that makes it look like she'd be a dirty fuck.
You walked in the middle of this. I went to the bathroom and someone offered up.
Yeah.
All I did was I asked, "Is Rachel Maddow coming in?" I was curious because maybe we'll try to get her on and see what she's all about. And then this guy was telling me that Howard's been obsessing about her for a year, wants to fuck her, and she's coming in next week. And I was just confused by that. Like, that? You would obsess about that for a year?
Well, if she thinks she's going to get viewers out of it, he is fucking her.
But don't forget.
Just ain't going to happen.
Don't forget though, she doesn't look like that on TV. She looks different on TV. She looks a little better on TV.
How they make her up, and then she looks like an older broad. No, I mean,
Hey, remember when we told everyone that eventually we would see the Bin Laden photos?
Yeah.
Bin Laden death photos may be released after all. U.S. renews warning of backlash. What? The world may yet see the photos and even the video of a dead Osama bin Laden.
That'd be cool.
There's a conservative group called the Judicial Watch. They have sued for release of the materials
Good.
under the Freedom of Information law.
What do the Jews
right.
have to do with it?
And they apparently have a case.
Of course they do.
Former Justice Department privacy official Dan Metcalf, told the website that a government brief in the case effectively concedes portions of the records that are legally required to be disclosed.
I don't know what that means, but cool. Let's see the
Sounded
pictures.
good. Yeah.
I
Let's
don't want
the
to see
photos.
that. That's going to be so gross.
All right. Valley Jim. Valley Jim. He's a Valley Jim. Da, 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 da. I had so much fun yesterday. I went to the range for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
And I bought a brand new gun.
Why?
Because I like guns.
But you have a lot of them.
Yeah, but this was a great one. It's,
Why was this one important?
Well, this is a Benelli. A Benelli. But no, my mother makes a Benelli. She fucking puts the sauce on it to die for. That's a big fucking banana. You're going to eat that?
No.
Oh.
Jimmy?
You're gonna shove it up your ass. That is a big, and it's straight too. It's not very curvy.
I don't want my bananas to look like dongers.
That is a big donger.
Who eats this?
I don't know. Yeah.
How big is that?
That's a good 8-inch.
No, it's bigger than 8.
Is it?
Yes, dude.
That's fucking.
I know 8.
That's 10 by.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
10 by 4.
You must be fucking hung.
Nah. What is that? 6?
I know. What the fuck's wrong with you? This is probably pushing a 12.
Is it?
Pushing 12.
Nice. That's a fat one.
Yeah.
Benelli.
Well, yeah.
A bunch of Benellis moved in next door. The damn property value went down.
Fucking Benellis.
Hey, Benelli lover.
Yeah. I got a Benelli shotgun. It's a 12 gauge semi-automatic shotgun. So as fast as you pull the trigger, shotgun shells fly out of the fucking thing, slugs. And I took it down to the range yesterday. And I have these targets that are of Middle Eastern gentlemen with AK-47s and their little headgear on, and then the American criminal guy that just looks like Bob Kelly.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like, dude, don't shoot me, dude. It just looks like Bobby, and it was kind of fun to shoot. But I got that one, and then also brought a couple of pistols down there. And the chunks of target that the 12 gauge take out, it's just so much fun. Just shoot it, it turns into confetti. Shooting's fun.
Do they put up doors for the shotguns?
What do you mean?
12 gauges? I'd like to see what a 12 gauge does to a door.
Oh, they use them to breach doors. Yeah, they.
No, I mean when you're shooting though. I think that would be kind of cool.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, they pretty much just fly the paper out there and let you shoot at that.
Why can't they make it more interesting?
Well, at Calverton out on Long Island, they used to do that. You used to be able to bring all kinds of things, propane tanks out there and just
What
blow
happened?
them up.
What was the problem?
I guess somebody fucked it up for everybody. You know.
In what way?
Someone probably got killed.
Oh, really?
I have no idea, but
you know,
yeah.
as a sort of golfer, you go to the driving range and it gets boring after a while. And every once in a
Yeah.
while, you get a driving range where they put cool shit out there.
Yeah, they let
to
you
make it a
hit
little more
stuff.
interesting.
Right.
Old cars and shit with the windows still in it.
They want, you want to be able to aim for something, have a little fun with it.
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder what the real reasoning is there.
I don't know.
They had to make it like this is a serious thing.
Yeah.
You can't goof around too much on this.
Yeah, that's pretty much
But
what
it's kind of a
guns are
sport.
about.
And if it's a sport, then you do want to do kind of silly things.
Have a
with
little more fun with it.
Right.
That's what I was saying. And then also at the range yesterday, there was I'm waiting for Keith to show up, and these high school students walk in.
Yeah.
With gun cases and stuff, and some really attractive girls, but with guns. And I'm like, they're from I guess Garden City High School.
They have a club.
Has a gun shooting. I'm like, they still have this shit.
That's
like I
awesome.
love it, but I thought, after the whole Columbine thing and this PC and anti-gun movement,
Sure.
I never thought high schools actually still have programs that allow kids to go to ranges and
wow.
shoot guns.
That's great.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting to see. And, there's nothing wrong with a high school girl or two walking around with a gun.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of hot.
Someone's
If you
saying,
ask me.
Someone's saying they go to junkyards and shoot out the old cars. Could you do that?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, discharging a firearm within city limits, not in a area that's legal.
Well, Long Island, and we live in a bad area for that shit. But there's a lot of open land out there.
When you go to upstate New York, you could go out in the woods and blast away.
Find an old junkyard. No one's gonna even hear your fucking gun go.
Yeah,
off.
you could just blast away there. But Long Island is really bad. New York City, forget about it.
Yeah.
But still fun to go out there, though, and blast off some rounds. Was fun. Yeah. That was
Snooki
my
and
day
JWoww
yesterday.
coming by.
Finally, the Snooki. You saw Snooki, right, at a football game?
Yeah, I met her at a Jets game.
She was actually the football, which is right.
She hated.
That was a joke. When I went, which is. Why did I say that, Jimmy? What is that in comedy?
You said which is
she's actually the football, which is and then I had nothing else
I'll
to say.
tell you what it is. It's talking after the punchline is
good. That's a good thing to do.
Yes, it is, because it will cover up the silence. It's a weird.
Yes,
but it's a bad trait to be in, and it's also you try to structure jokes, but some guys might say that that's the way to do it. Like Rickles does that. But anyway, like that.
Another thing.
But yeah, so a lot of guys do that. It's a timing thing.
Yeah.
But I don't like to do that. I like to, literally, when a joke is done, I like to feel like I'm standing on a ledge with my arms up and my cock sticking out.
I'll have to try that next time.
You normally do.
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
really talk into jokes.
No.
You normally just fucking pound out a punchline.
But I got to try with my dick hanging out.
Yeah, man,
And
I'd
my
love to
arms
see
raised.
that. I'd love to use my. Yeah, I almost said something stupid.
Oh, see.
I met her at a Jets game. Yeah.
Yeah, at a Jets game, and she's a short little thing, right?
She can't be more than 4'7", 4'8".
Wow.
Yeah, really
That's a
short.
midget.
Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
We lost an entertainer.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Suicide.
Who?
Not saying.
What? I'll just look down. Someone will have it. Let's see. Who was listening to the show today?
Suicide.
Suicide.
Oh, it's a couple days old.
Who is it?
The soap guy?
The soap guy.
Soap opera dude?
Soul
I
Train.
don't think so. Soul Train? No way. Don Cornelius? Don Cornelius?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just killed himself.
What happened?
It's on the front page of TMZ.
Yeah, Don Cornelius.
They found him, found his body around 4 a.m. this morning with a gunshot wound to the head.
Oh, man.
Why was he, I guess, depressed? His career had gone nowhere? What?
We
There's no-
should have
there's
had
no
the
other
happy
news.
life. What
There's
the
no
fuck
other
are we
news that
doing with
says-
it?
How old was he?
Yeah, how old was he?
75.
What if he had health issues?
That's not suicide.
Maybe he had some mental or physical.
Well, they're saying apparent suicide, no other information.
That's not
Stories
suicide.
developing.
You make it to 75, that you're just controlling your out.
Yeah, Don Cornelius.
75 is about where you're supposed to. That's about the age you're supposed to live to. So,
man,
he probably realized his health was going the other way and said, "Fuck that! I'm going to do this now."
Soul Train used to scare me when I was a kid.
Of course it did.
It was well, yeah.
away.
I think that was it. Like I liked the beginning because it was a cartoon of the train.
All right.
I was like chugga chugga Soul Train,
right?
And then all of a sudden I went like and there were black people with giant afros doing like fucking crazy dances.
That grinding,
and it scared me.
The white girls we knew didn't grind like that.
Oh no, it was frightening. Soul Train. And every commercial was for black people hair products. That's even the newer one that I remember.
Oh, really?
I'm talking way back.
I don't know if I ever watched Soul Train.
Soul Train.
What years was it on?
1990
from
to
the-
1996.
Oh, see, I thought it was before.
This was definitely from the
Says it debuted in 71 and ran to 2006.
2006.
2006.
And that was it. The
So
Soul
why did he
Train
kill himself
finally-
in 2006?
Was he the host the whole time?
I
Couldn't
don't
have been
think
the
so.
host in 2006 as an old man. Soul Train.
All right.
Oh man, Don Cornelius. He was the Mac Daddy back then in the day, as far as black dance went. Yeah, because there was American Bandstand, and that was the white. That was very white. A lot of white people, and then they had like the black couple that would be up there just so they could put the camera on them. But for the most part, it was just white people dancing poorly. And then Soul Train was like, "Oh, really? Let's show you how it's done, Whitey.
Let's end this shit up."
Yeah. Let's show you how this shit's done, motherfuckers."
Sam, Soul Train or American Bandstand? You're black.
Sam's got to say Soul Train.
Huh?
It's a funner show.
Why? Just
Funner?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't watch any of
grinding
them.
their booties into your
Yeah.
penis.
I was an actual child of the 80s, so I wouldn't have watched either American Bandstand or Soul Train.
How about Dance Fever?
Dance
With Denny
Fever.
Terrio.
Didn't dance.
You're a fellow
Fever.
child of the
That's
80s?
great.
I watched The
Let's
Grind.
hug it out.
The Grind
with Eric Nies.
Eric Nies from
And his
Real World
abs?
1.
How
about Eric Nephew?
The original,
it's
the original situation, by the way.
Right, yeah.
Yes, that is true.
Hey, Ant,
All
a
things
fellow
go back.
child of the 80s right here.
I know.
It's not a fellow. We're
We
not.
should
Me,
talk about
you,
the
and
80s.
Anthony,
We should talk
Sam.
about the 80s and what it was like growing up in the 80s.
Yeah, there's actually multiple generations between us.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking? I
Oh,
am
that's
officially a child of the
retarded.
80s.
There's
Sorry.
at least-
Sorry you can't accept
Me
that.
too.
At least 2 generations between
I
us.
am a child of the 80s, Sam.
Yeah, but you could be my dad, though. So
Oh, man.
Can I?
He doesn't have a handlebar mustache.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
but he did. Guess we fucked.
Your mom ever visit Geneseo?
No, my mom didn't visit Geneseo.
She probably did. It's probably a fraternity thing.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
She's known as the cracker lady.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have watched either. I watched The Grind.
All right, so we're both children of the 80s. That's good.
No.
We got something in common, finally.
First day of Black History Month and Don Cornelius offs himself.
Wow.
What the fuck is that going to do for the rest of the month?
It's going to put a real damper
Is that
on
is
it.
that how the new Black History Month is going to one every day? One person's going to commit suicide.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
So can we play some Soul Train shit?
Soul Train, sponsored by, and then it was like black hair care products.
Yeah.
Right?
Gary just gave me a big announcement.
Jet Magazine.
Gary just gave me a big announcement.
Did he?
Okay.
Yes, he did.
Oh, what is it? Oh no.
What's your answer?
Oh no.
He really is hoping that we would announce this today.
Oh, that sound you're hearing is the announcement paper that was given to Opie
It's a really big
to
announcement.
announce. Oh boy.
That's just such an asshole move.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, look how shredded it is. It looks like it went through more.
That shit's shredded.
I don't know if we can do one
That's
more.
a tough one.
How come they don't just take the bags out of paper shredders and just put the stuff back together?
Well, There's a crosscut shredder.
Yeah, have you ever seen what it looks like in the bag?
Real shredders
That
are
would take
crosscut
forever.
shredders. They not only shred them in strips, but as it's going through it, crosscuts them
Sideways.
and makes pretty much confetti out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It breaks down the actual paper, it seems like.
And then you burn
sometimes.
it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you could.
So that's the big.
You got a
one.
shredder, Jim?
I
Isn't
do.
it fun to shred?
Yeah.
I like shredding.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm the asshole that puts too much in every time. I've gone
Jams
through,
it up?
I've gone through 3 shredders. Why can't I just take my time with it?
My game is to keep the shredder running. It's like because if you put a piece through and then nothing else follows, it'll automatically shut off until the next piece goes in.
Sure.
The game is you got to keep it running, and sometimes I got to get an envelope, I got to put it sideways, and that gives me more time to get another piece of paper. You shove it in. Oh, it's a game.
Sounds fun.
Got a
it's-
rhythm going.
It's a pisser.
So that's exciting. That announcement's very exciting.
You didn't make the announcement.
Oh, what was the announcement?
Good for Sirius XM. That's terrific. Glad they got
Yeah?
that done. Should we take a break and then Snooki and JWoww will be here?
All right.
We either break now or we go to the end of the show. What do you want to do?
What time are they
Please.
here?
In,
break now.
7 minutes.
Let's take a single. I got to piss.
Righty.
I gotta
Yeah, I
piss
can
too,
piss
Jimmy.
too. Let's all go piss.
Yeah, let's
How
all-
much fun is this?
Let's do a little man-to-man comparing.
Yeah.
I'll show today.
Good. You're gonna show?
You're showing off?
I think so.
Can I come?
Yeah.
You come.
No, with you
pervert.
guys.
Oh.
There's a difference between showing and then coming.
Oh.
I just want to take a look.
I think I might.
Let's pee in each other's
Oh, wait,
urinals.
wait. They're on their way
we'll
up.
stand in front of a certain urinal.
Well,
then we'll
they're on
pee.
their way up right now.
JWoww and Snooki
Okay.
next.
All right.
Oh.
Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Want to welcome JWoww and Snooki to the show. What?
Oh, and
Oh.
Dr. Gay comes
Yes.
in.
No?
What happened,
It's
Travis?
Jay Bluch and Dummy.
What happened? I thought they were right around the corner.
Yeah, they're just putting their stuff down in the green room. They'll be here in a minute.
What? Oh, no rush.
Use the facilities and then.
Are they? Do they have to go?
Did you see
I'm
them?
not saying that. No, I have not seen them.
Who's seen
a
them?
tampon? Something?
I've seen them on TV.
Yeah.
You didn't
Should be
see
good.
him?
This will be good. No.
So what
I know
are we
there's
expecting here?
A dozen people with them.
What am
Oh,
I?
really? They got a posse?
Yeah.
Crap.
No.
No posse in here.
Boy.
What are we expecting? I don't know. JWoww was cool last time she was on.
Yeah, I liked her a lot, actually.
We definitely liked her. And Snooki, we're meeting her for the first time. She's blown off our show many times in the past, but
Yeah.
she's finally doing it, and they're doing a spin-off show.
Which
But
they were refused a permit.
in Hoboken.
Why would Hoboken say no? They just didn't want
Security
the,
reasons? I don't know.
They said
have
they
a,
don't want people, these huge crowds, and the
Snooki.
inconvenience.
Oh, that's Kenny.
That's
They have,
close to
I
the
got a little
I
confused.
think they have a permit rule where you can't film in a residential area after 11 p.m.
Oh,
And
right.
they were
Wow,
looking
that's
for a
fucked up.
24-hour permit.
Which one? Give me
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the official reason.
Hope's taking a Cialis. Must have
What
plump
is
up.
that? A little-
And notice me and Jimmy being like little fucking
Oh,
ladies in
God.
the
At the urinals, we were talking about our flu shots.
Oh, it's terrible. They're just
Well-
talking about these medical things, like, sometimes I get a scratchy throat.
No, I
I thought I had a cold.
I feel like I'm coming down with something, and I'm pissed off at myself because I walk by the CVS every day and I go, get a flu shot.
You didn't
the
get a
flu
flu
shots
shot.
have been working great the last couple winters for me, but I kept blowing it off like, I'll do it tomorrow or next week. And now I feel like something's coming on, and I'm just praying it's not the big flu.
Yeah, you're hoping it's
Maybe
just a
I'm
little-
hoping maybe it's the change of weather. Because New York, it's going to be, what, 65 today?
Jimmy was being a little more washwoman-y.
Oh, good.
I
He was
added
worse
in
than
that I
me?
never
Yeah.
get flu shots, but I did this year. And I was very happy with myself for having done so because now I got a bit of a cold, but nothing.
I don't care.
Believe me, this is just where it gets fascinating.
Don't go over, I don't care.
I'm glad I got a flu shot. And I would probably do it again, having seen the effect that it had on me.
Yeah.
I don't care. He doesn't care.
But then again, I've been washing my the equipment before I work out, too. That helps a lot, too, when you wipe down the equipment.
Oh, yeah. Wipe
Yeah.
it down with AIDS.
Couldn't be any worse than my behavior over the years. Jesus.
That's why I don't go to a gym.
When you're out with a girl, you're not supposed to walk by
Snooki!
condoms and go, what are these?
No? No, that's Mars.
Sam.
Oh.
Shit, I thought you were Snooki.
No. They're in the green room, but they need a couple minutes.
Why?
They just need a couple minutes.
Maintenance.
Tell me what's going on. Mars, what's going on?
I do not know.
What's going on?
Sam?
Sam.
What do you think is going on?
They're prepping, I think.
Primping is more like
Why
it,
are you
right?
smiling? What's going on? Is there a situation?
They
The
do
situation's not here.
Oh, see, that's funny.
Why are you smiling? What's going on?
Because I think it's funny that they're here, but instead of just walking up the hall, they're just sitting in the green room.
Is this like one of their bits or something?
I don't know.
What are they doing?
Sitting in the green room.
Ah.
Travis, what's
Snooki.
going on?
They're in the bathroom.
So what's this stuff?
This is what Snooki's promoting.
Oh, boy.
What
Let me
is it?
smell it.
Oh, no.
Perfume.
This is a perfume.
With Sammy Sweetheart stuff wasn't bad, so I let me smell it.
And this is bronzer.
That's funny.
Man, I hope her and JY don't get into a war about whose bronzer's better.
How do you know they
I
both
bet
have
they-
bronzers out there?
Because he's a...
Can we open this?
I was going to say they promoted
see
it on
why
our
not.
show.
Could we bronze ourselves?
Would you like me to open it for you?
Let's wait and see if she approves of us.
Could you rub that shit on us, Travis?
Well, I mean,
going on?
Oh, it's already.
it's only been 7 years. I never thought you'd ask.
Ultra dark hot bronzer.
Black bronzer.
Black bronzer. What the hell's that
I want to rub
about?
it on my dick.
You're trying to be deceitful.
Ah, shit.
If it looks black, it must be adequate.
Oh, God.
Roland told me they're in the bathroom. So.
All right.
Now they're in the bathroom.
They're
not
probably
in the
dropping
bathroom. They're
deuces.
sitting in-
Oh, man.
You think they're dumping?
A nice fucking hangover shit.
Funny.
Snooki just squatting over the bowl, hovering.
Sounds like Niagara Falls with grunts, and a few coughs.
God, that's horrible.
I know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll be nice as pie when they come in.
We sure will be.
We were talking about her hangover shit.
I really want to smell this stuff, but it came.
It was sent to us.
It's 60 pounds. Oh, okay.
It's probably in a decorative decanter.
A Snooki.
What
I
is
don't
that?
think
Her-
she's going to take it with her.
Is
and
that her
sell it on
perfume?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. What does it smell like?
I don't know. I'm trying to open the package.
Let's spray it around the room and see if she notices when she comes in.
Yeah, before she walked in, she had like an allergic reaction, sneezed. What is that? It smells like bug spray. Or Ixnay on the condoms.
Well, what? Oh. What's up?
They're not in the bathroom. They're sitting in the green room.
Why? Are they
And-
listening to us?
What
Roland-
green room?
The one in the lobby.
The lobby, the
And
real one.
Roland's literally standing outside the green room, just kind of.
What time are they supposed to be
Oh,
on?
my God.
Now.
Yeah, a minute ago. 9:35.
Oh, okay.
This is
That's only a minute.
hilarious. This is hilarious.
What are they waiting for?
What are you waiting for, sir?
Could you open up the curtain so we can see if they're making their way, and then you could close the curtain?
Sure.
This?
I know why, by the way.
Do you? Why?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
know. I do
Why?
know. I
Why?
do know.
Why?
Because
Why?
Snooki's pregnant.
Whoa, the
And-
announcement's been made.
Snooki's pregnant, and she doesn't want us to confront her with that.
Yeah. I don't think that's it.
They're not here yet.
Yeah.
Pinky bet?
They're not even here yet, right? What does it smell like? Is any
It smells
good?
very girly. It's not
Let me
bad.
see.
Snooki's pregnant.
Let me see. Spray a little piece of paper.
Snooki! Oh, Mars. Shit.
Okay, I'll spray myself with it.
There we go.
I already got cologne on, though. I'm already wearing Tom Ford.
It smells very sweet and
It's girly.
girl.
Is it fruity?
You know what it smells like? A stripper. This is stripper smell.
Ooh.
Oh,
I like this
Da
one.
da 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 da.
don't mind me.
Ba 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 da 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 da.
God damn it, it actually does smell really good. I'm going to start wearing Snooki's perfume. You know why? Because girls will like it.
Yes.
Girls will go, oh, you smell wonderful. I'll go, oh, it's a little something. It's a little something. They want to hug me because girls are not afraid of being affectionate to other girls.
Right. So if you smell like another girl,
A friend of mine wears perfume.
Damn.
And he always smells good. Dennis from the Bunny Ranch wears Sung.
really?
Radar's quick, Aunt.
What happened there?
I said Snooki's pregnant, and they got online. Jersey Shore star Snooki is secretly knocked up.
Oh wow, it's right there. Wow, that is fast.
Not bad, huh?
It's the internet these days.
Wow, they work fast.
Wow.
Yeah. So still, Kenny's coming here very quickly. Kenny? Oh no, he's not. What's up?
There's reports that they're doing makeup.
Do they
you know,
know this is radio?
I'll tell you what. No, because it's being filmed.
Yeah.
That's why. it's being filmed? Do they know it was
Well,
being
why
filmed?
didn't they
before
do the
went in?
makeup beforehand?
Right.
They just came from TV, so
shit.
they-
Here, yeah, right. I saw Sam. Sam, and here they.
And
they're coming.
Okay. This is good.
Good job.
Yeah.
They were doing their makeup.
Makeup. Let's see how it
Oh,
worked.
wow.
Let's see how that worked out for him.
Does the studio smell good, Sam?
Do you smell it?
And
What does it say? Yeah. Says
I don't.
knocked up. Oh,
explosion.
According to Dr. Steve, the Iranians used carpet makers to piece shredded documents back together during the hostage crisis.
What?
Thank you,
I don't know.
Carpet maker.
They used Dr. Steve in the hospice to make people really happy to fucking go. When he walks in the room, like, all right, stop fighting us here.
Oh my God! Look at the crowd that is
Why are
here.
there 40 people?
It's just
She looks good.
astounding.
I don't know. We got to ask her about
Open the
this.
door.
Get confirmation today.
Come on! Come on in,
Snooki.
Here, Snooki, take
Hello.
a seat. Jay, wow, hi.
Hi, Jay. Wow.
How are you? Look at these lovely ladies in our studio today. You smell the studio?
Oh yeah, it smells like weed.
Smells nice. We were just sampling.
We're spraying your shit.
Spraying your shit. We were just sampling some of it, and yeah, it smells good.
Thank you.
It smells
I
very
worked hard on it,
sweet
yeah.
and nice. Did you? What did you do?
Well, I started the production while we were filming. So right when
Yeah.
we got done filming, I went straight to the factory and did the bottle designs and the scents and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, it
I
could
actually
be
made a
girl's
pickle
best
scent,
friend.
but it smelled like shit. Obviously, I couldn't use
A
it.
pickle scent.
You really tried to get away with that? Yeah, I just want to see what it smelled like.
You're showing a lot of cleavage. It's nice.
Yeah, I really don't care.
But someone's
Yeah.
you know,
You're
we
like
got
me.
Huh?
Yeah, well, yours are.
Holy
Nice.
mackerel.
You're both proportioned.
Is it offensive if somebody looks like I try to keep eye contact? You try to be a gentleman, but it's hard to not peek.
It's hard not to look.
I don't give a shit. Everyone's human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you remember I
look,
was creepy last
so-
time.
Yeah.
You do
Yeah.
look at other girls?
Yeah.
It's hard not to, right?
Those are very
Do you
pretty.
also make a grunting sound? Like I'll look and go like, oh, and then I'll look back up.
No, 'cause I don't have a penis.
Okay, good. Well, me neither. So.
Well, you've borrowed a few, right?
What's that mean?
Ah, you had some sex with some of the guys.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say
Use
borrowed.
them.
I would say used.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Well, you gave it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use and abuse,
obviously.
though.
And you
Yeah.
guys are filming a spin-off, and Hoboken said no. It's a big story
That's, I
today.
guess that's what we heard. Yeah.
I thought you guys started filming, though.
It's rather big, right? It's like
What?
the story of
Yeah.
how, like, that
Oh yeah.
spread. They
I
love
mean,
to
we
hate.
don't care. I mean, if you don't want us there, whatever.
But did you start filming?
No, we
No,
start.
it's
We start at the
couple
end of the
weeks,
month.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So how is this going to be a little different than Jersey Shore?
Just our lives.
We definitely don't want to show like the whole drinking aspect and clothing.
Really? So you got 10 minutes of show?
Oh no, we're normal people. We don't. We don't always party all the time.
It's
we
like
wanna show,
off the shore.
We want to show
Oh,
like
right.
our boyfriends and our family and just a different
What you do
side
to
of us.
prepare for the
Like right now,
Jersey Shore.
we're not drunk. So.
right. You could be.
Well, I had a drink.
Nah.
Nah, it's too early.
Did you have a drink?
What time
You
do you
drink in the
normally
morning?
start? Like if you're going to have a drinking day, what time would you start?
See, she can do the day drinking. I can, or I'll be drooling by like
The
3
only
o'clock
time
in
that
the
I do
afternoon.
day drinking is if it's like a big event, like
At the
everyone's
shore,
doing
too.
it, or if I'm really hungover.
Yeah,
Then you just have a
medicinal.
drink with breakfast.
Medicinal
Amazing
drink.
drink.
Yeah.
Like
She-
mimosa.
She has meatball day
Bloody
every once in a while.
Marys are
Yeah.
good in
Meatball
the
day.
morning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are good too.
Yeah.
Now, has being on Jersey Shore, like obviously it's changed your life. It's made you both pretty famous people. Does it kind of give you an image that you don't like? Like, do you want to change that by being on doing a show that's totally different?
Yes and no. I mean, we take it as a blessing. If it wasn't for the Jersey Shore, we would still be in Long Island and upstate New York doing our own thing. But with the Jersey Shore, you're only allowed to see one side of us. And we just want to kind of show like what we do off the shore, how we are, because we are regular people, but we are 20-something-year-olds that go to the shore and like to have fun like anyone else. But you only get to see that one side. So I think we just want to show all aspects of us, and then you can judge.
Yeah, we had Vinny in here recently. There's a lot of downtime where you guys are just hanging out in the house doing nothing, and
Yeah,
they're not showing any of that
Yeah,
because
they
it's
don't.
kind
They
of.
don't show the fun stuff where we stay in. We don't drink at all. We play cards. We bullshit, and we have the best times of our lives
Right.
when we're not going out.
Right.
But of course they don't.
They
show
cut the
that 'cause
fat
there's no
out.
drama.
Yeah, it's all about getting ready for karma.
Yeah.
What if you don't
And
want to
having
go out?
meatball day.
I've been there. I haven't gone out.
You don't know what
get
meatball
shown.
day
Yeah,
is.
sometimes
No, I
I
don't.
sleep in. So
Yeah.
whatever.
What about what is Meatball Day? I don't know anything about it.
That's her and Dina,
Dina.
Day.
They start drinking really early and just get fucked up.
Oh, okay. Are
I,
you?
I haven't done that since August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what you do during the summertime. What else are you going to do?
Right.
Ride the rides 500 times?
Especially in the house.
Yeah, in the house it'll drive you nuts.
And it sounds like Jersey Shore is done. No one is officially saying it, but you guys
Oh,
aren't ready.
no. I guarantee there has to be one more. There has
You
to be
think there's
one
gonna be
that
one more?
says goodbye. You know
Right.
what I mean? You can't just end it not
But
knowing.
nothing's scheduled right now, right?
No, they never do, though. It's always like a month, right? We know like a month
Yeah.
prior.
Oh, okay.
We don't really have time to prep.
Right.
How awful is it when people in your past start coming out and talking shit? It's like, and you know they're just trying to get 5 minutes in front of a camera. It's frustrating, right?
I haven't really had anyone do that to me.
No,
Like,
you
from
just
the
get like
past.
a lot of friend requests from people you went to high school with. Like, oh, I took social studies with you in 6th grade.
How satisfying is it to not remember them? It's great, right?
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, yeah. What do you want me to say to that? Well, we were like best friends. No, you actually did not like me, so go fuck off.
Have you been kind of fucking standoffish to people that weren't nice to you when you were growing up?
100%. 100%. Like, I didn't know I was going to end up here, but we grew up in very small towns in upstate New York. And like, even outside the show, we made it. Like, I moved to Long Island, I did my own thing, and I didn't have that in high school. Like, I don't think people knew that I was going to make it very far after high school. And it was kind of the opposite. The people that you thought were going somewhere and now have like 4 kids, married, and getting a divorce now. So.
Yeah.
That's always how it is.
Yeah.
J-Won goes,
yeah.
Which bronzer is the best? Because you might look at me and think that I'm very pale. I'm Irish and I don't do a lot
You're
of
not
sunlight.
really pale.
You don't think so?
No, yeah.
You're the first
I've
person
seen
that's
worse.
ever said those words
You
to
actually
me.
have
I
color.
mean, look at us.
You got a little.
We are
you
fairly
got
close.
some rosiness to your
Yeah,
face
he's got
today,
some
Jimmy.
color.
Oh, that's probably just my natural joy.
It might be.
I'm
It might
rosy
be the
cheeked.
Cialis
flustered
word.
being
high
next
blood
to Nicole
pressure.
right
I
now.
would tell you to do the tan maximizer.
What do I do with Tan Maximizer? Do I just spray it on myself and I'm done?
No, you
It's a
lotion
lotion.
up before you go into the tanning bed. If
Oh.
you decide to tan.
Okay. What's the
Do you
difference
need a
between?
spray tan?
I don't know. I've never done it, but I would like to have a
I feel
nice
you
spray
look
tan.
orange with spray tan.
Oh,
You
we
have a
should have
nice
sprayed.
glow.
We should have sprayed tan Jimmy today.
Yeah, that would be
Throw
nice.
it on his
Great.
back.
Yeah. I can go. Wow, you said you were in. Okay.
Yeah.
Snooki, you see Radar Online yet?
No.
What does it say?
Well, let the games begin.
Well, you guys are
happened
always in
today?
it. You guys are always in it. Can I read this?
Yeah.
Jersey Shore star Snooki is secretly knocked up.
Oh, shit.
Radar
Fuck,
Online.
bitch, you didn't tell me.
Radar Online. Snooki is about to drop
Does that mean they're calling me fat?
her
Like,
most
I just
scandalous
lost all this
bombshell.
No, you look very good. I'm sure it's just I think they're saying that you're really pregnant.
And Gianni's the father.
So why would they say I'm pregnant if I look?
Yeah.
That means that I have a belly.
I thought I
button.
was pregnant this month.
Do they
Dude, literally,
accuse you
like
guys of
139.
being
Radar
pregnant all the
Online's-
time, really?
Radar
I
Online's
just
is the
quit
craziest
smoking
things.
Yeah.
like almost 40 days ago, and I have been fluctuating, and I've had like those shows or whatever tabloids hit me up and be like, "Oh, so you're pregnant?" No, asshole.
I was
like,
pregnant with Polly once. they
Yeah.
said.
Yeah?
So
It's-
How'd that work out?
And I never had sex with Polly.
Yeah.
It's actually at this point insulting because we are trying to be in fitness, but we are women. You gain weight. And it's just
I don't
people
think
making
I-
money off of
No,
us. Like you
Snooki
said
lost a
before,
lot of
if
weight.
There's people making money off of us. This would be the people.
Is that rough, though, when people like you read shit that is just ruthlessly awful things that
Yeah.
people say?
And we just have
About
to
us?
ignore it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I don't give a shit what
Do you
anyone
really
says.
not give a shit, though?
No, because
Really?
in high school I went through such a hard time getting bullied that at this point it's just like
You did?
shut
Really?
the fuck
You
up.
Why'd they
have-
bully you in high school?
The girls bullied me and my friends a lot. I don't know why.
Yeah, me
Because
too.
They were
chicks are
just very rude.
cunts.
And you just gotta look
They're
at
like
it
mean
like
girls.
there's obviously an issue with them, or they're not happy in their own life, where they have
Yeah,
to
or
like,
they're really pretty.
Yeah, but
or they just have asshole.
That's usually the way,
Yeah,
though.
they just
But,
want to
fuckers.
like beat someone
those girls
down.
weren't
So like, come
pretty.
on, the
Yeah.
pregnancy rumors,
Oh, I
the,
hear
we're
ya.
breaking up with our
So-
boyfriend rumors.
so you're
But I
saying
don't think it's a fat. They're not saying you're fat. I think that they probably heard a rumor. Because
Yeah.
you can't look at you and think that you look that way.
Well, that's
who's
what I'm
saying,
thinking
like,
because
a
I
No.
never said once I was
so you're
pregnant,
saying
and
no?
I'm not.
Yeah.
You're saying no to this, obviously.
No.
Okay,
And obviously
there you
they're
go.
calling me fat, so I hate you, Ray.
Oh,
No, man, you lost a lot of
Yeah.
weight. And going back to the bullying thing, people forget, but when Snooki first entered the house, you guys didn't really like her that
Yeah.
much.
She was the
And
biggest
she
bitch
completely-
I've ever met.
I wasn't the biggest bitch in
Yeah,
the
you
house,
were.
though.
Oh, Sam was.
See,
Like
You were in the
Snooki,
same boat.
but the
Oh,
next day
man.
I toughed it out, and
but Snooki
I
almost didn't
apologized.
survive. You were almost left because it was a bad situation.
Yeah.
Then she turned it completely around and became
Yeah,
one of the
and I
most
had a dude
popular
for you.
ones. Huh?
Oh yeah, thanks.
The guy that punched her, I ended up like cracking 6 times in a row.
I can't believe that happened. That's
I know.
crazy.
Getting punched?
Yeah.
And it was weird how that kind of became the thing that made people want to watch it because it was something so you didn't expect to see a woman getting punched in a bar.
What a dirtbag.
He suffered for that though, as he should have. He lost his job.
And
He got fucked.
supposedly his father said, "I'm the reason why his son isn't in Iraq because of me." But
because of his
didn't,
son.
I didn't tell him to punch me. He was just stealing our shot.
Was that the first guy that's ever punched you in the face?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And I took it like a champ.
No, I'm just saying. Like, why?
Why are you surprised by that?
No. I watched the show. You could be a little crazy at the bars.
Well, yeah,
Not that guys should punch you in the
anybody's
face. I'm not
crazy
saying
when
that.
they're drunk. So
Yeah.
guaranteed you're an asshole.
No, exactly.
So
Yeah.
wait, so you never had another interaction with that guy since okay.
No.
Yeah, what Ant's trying to say, you don't have a filter. You speak your mind.
But that's a lot of Jersey people.
Yeah.
New Yorkers.
Nah, Snooki more than
You
most,
guys don't have
man.
a filter. That's why you're on
Nah,
here.
I know.
Yeah,
And sometimes
you're
it
in
gets
the
you.
same boat.
Sometimes it gets you in trouble. I know.
It gets you punched in the face.
Yeah, it gets you punched in the face. Whatever.
I don't care.
Do you look back on that event as much as it sucked in the moment and go like, you know what? It was an amazing clip, even though it was a terrible moment, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
did help.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when it happened, it sucked, but you know,
You could take a punch.
yeah.
How embarrassing for him. She smiled though, like, yeah, I can.
I'm proud of it.
Hey, are we ever going to find out what happened with you in the situation? It's the storyline
let's just
this
put it
year.
way. Mike is just obsessive and he's crazy, and I have no idea, why he would say shit about me because I always had his back.
There's rumors that Snooki might have with the situation.
It's sad though.
He's
wait and
so
see.
Disgusting.
Oh, really? We'll have to wait and see on that.
It's gonna be actually really.
What
funny,
happened
I
to
think.
him? Did fame get to him?
Yeah,
he
you
changed
tell
the
me.
most out of all you guys.
Well, he was a dickhead before.
Right.
Now he's just extremely.
It's like uber dick.
Yeah.
But
You saw the stuff with his father, right? Like the stuff his dad was saying. Was his dad being accurate about a son who's a dickhead, or is his dad just a fucking horrible guy?
Well, that's
both.
it's like that. No matter whose parent that is, that's just a horrible thing to do.
Yeah.
What he did. I mean, family's family, and no matter how much of a screw up you are, you should never do that to your son or
Right.
mother. That was awful.
Well, that had an effect on him, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you guys get money requests from people? Like they start telling you they're like, hi, like especially like, hey, she makes X amount for a personal appearance, and they start going, hey, could you make this appearance for me? Could you start doing it? People are asking you for money.
Huh?
Asking us for money?
Family, yeah, is family asking
Oh,
for money
family.
or asking you to do appearances or things like that?
No, the only thing that I ever had was my babysitter growing up passed away, and they asked me to be part of that, but that's
Wow.
because she was a close family friend and bring awareness to it. So
Right. What'd she die of?
it was a murder-suicide. Her husband killed her.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it was actually really intense. So,
So you knew him too?
yeah, it was my aunt's next door neighbor.
Obviously, you're shocked, but were you, like, growing up, did you think, like, wow, this guy's kind of fucked up? Are you surprised?
Yeah,
that
he was like
did
a
it?
weird biker dude, and they divorced, and he broke out of like some rehab center and went back and took her life, and then took his when she was on the phone with my cousin.
Whoa, man!
He shot her and then shot himself.
Yeah.
What now? Was
So her
he-
mother, who was like my grandmother, or my godmother, asked me, like, can you ever come up with Nicole and try and help out? And it's like a 5-mile race or something like
Oh,
that
okay.
to bring awareness. And I think I will this summer if we can. It's always during the show, so I haven't been able to.
Was she with somebody else and he just couldn't handle it?
No, I think she requested, like, she filed for divorce during it. It was, I don't know.
Wow.
It was awful. Yeah, I was young. I was a teenager.
That's creepy.
Have you guys had like obsessive guys? Like, 'cause that's fascinating to me. Women have
Yeah,
to
like
deal with, like,
stalkers or
especially
anything?
being famous. Like, you hook up with a guy once or a guy you banged back in, '99 or whatever. Now he's coming around and being creepy.
No.
Not really, no.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You don't know if guys fall in love with you and like, oh.
I've had weird,
please,
like, Twitter messages, like, just like Twitter responses.
Oh, well, it's Twitter.
Yeah, but nothing face to face.
You still with Roger?
Yeah. And she's
Wow.
still with Gianni.
Gianni?
So, thank God. I mean,
Well, you haven't Gianni's
first
baby,
dates
so.
are, yeah, right?
Yeah, supposedly.
I'm having a
How long
baby,
you been
actually.
together?
Almost a year and a half.
Yeah. How long's the longest you've ever gone out with a guy?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
How long ago was that about?
It was,
Before the
high
show,
school
right?
Stuff,
The high school
Yeah.
It wasn't
sweetheart.
anything serious, but.
Yeah. Are you looking for like a settled down kind of guy or?
Oh yeah, Gianni is definitely the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Aw.
he's a nice guy. That's
Are you
all.
guys
That's
engaged?
all I want. No, But you know,
Uh-oh.
maybe that's the rumor tomorrow.
that'll
As long as I see that ring.
That'll be tomorrow's rumor.
Now, Snooki's trying to
Exactly.
change her image. It's pretty obvious.
Hold on, let me put
Really?
this ring on
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one, and then we're gonna start the
Oh,
rumor.
shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, walk out with a ring on your
That'll
finger.
see right away. Right.
They'll take a picture of that and they'll be off and running.
So when does your new show start? And how much have you gotten done of it already?
A couple weeks are starting.
They got to find a new place to live.
I guess so. Be
Yeah.
it.
Why? What's wrong with Hoboken?
Well, how much?
That would be
Listen,
perfect
I mean,
for you guys.
We weren't even aware of Hoboken, so
about
it was kind of
Camden?
a shock. But like at the end of the day,
Where's that?
Camden?
what is so bad about us bringing
Jersey.
revenue into the
get
town?
out. Yeah.
And like, but we want a town that wants to accept us. So so be it.
They got the dumb cake boss.
Oh, that's where Hoboken.
I'll bet you the
is?
Cake
Yeah.
Boss people
I
put
love
the
Cake
kibosh
Boss.
on it.
I
never
don't like.
watched it.
I don't like the cake
I'm not that
boss.
into
I
cake.
just well, that's
I don't
like,
like him.
you don't.
No,
He's
Why?
nice though. I met him.
he's
I'm
nice.
sure he's nice, but I don't like shows about cooks and all.
Enough about fucking cakes.
They
Yeah.
bug me.
I
The
don't
chefs.
like
fucking
the
cakes.
whole like who wants to be the next.
No, I don't like 'em.
amazing
Oh, it stinks.
'Cause
Just give me a
chef,
burger.
nail
Cook.
artist, something.
Our own E-Rock got a cake from the cake boss, and he said it was a shitty cake. That's why I don't like him. E-Rock got ripped off.
Yeah,
just
E-Rock
because it
is-
was a cake boss
That
cake.
fat guy in there.
And look at him; you could tell he enjoys his cake. Got a little icing in his hair right now. Matter of fact.
Hey, did you ever see that Jersey Shore knockoff? What's the one they?
The porn.
No,
Oh.
it's,
Did you see that?
The porn.
I didn't see that one.
no,
the-
that's a porn. Have you been portrayed in porn?
You haven't seen the Jersey
I,
Shore porn?
I'm too fetish oriented. I don't watch the fun
No,
stuff
you're
anymore.
talking
They're
about
like
Jersey
all having
Licious?
sex together.
Jersey
What do you
Licious?
like?
They're all having sex together.
Wow.
in the porn.
It's just like 8 or yeah.
Do they look like you at all?
No.
No.
Was it kind of fun to watch though, yourself portrayed and put
This
on?
is
Oh,
in
I
the
didn't see it.
pictures.
Oh, you didn't see
I
it?
didn't see it. I'll watch it.
Are you talking about Jersey Licious?
Oh,
Yeah, that's the
Or
that was
Guido,
the show that's like a
Geordie Shore.
ripoff.
Geordie Shore?
No, he said Jersey Licious.
That's a hair show.
I know,
How
but
is
a lot
that-
of
Yeah,
people.
that has nothing to do with that.
It
But a
would
lot
just
of
seem
people
like it was
saying
a
it's a
takeoff on
Jersey
your-
Shore thing too.
They were trying to capitalize on
Right.
your
Well,
success.
they have
Oh.
a couple Jersey shows.
Like
now.
Gordy, right? Gordy Shore? Gordy.
That's in England, I think.
You can't do that, though. It's like the formula's got to be right. The people have
They're
to be right.
actors, I heard.
Yeah,
Are
that's
they?
bullshit.
Yeah,
Well, look,
Gordy.
That sucks.
Now, what do you want to do? Like, all right, you both have another reality show, but like, I know what we want to do in radio or in stand up. What do you want to do after that? Like, where do you want to kind of go? Career-wise. No, but you got to want to.
I kind of want to expand my brand because my fans definitely like the whole gaudy tackiness of it all, and
That's
so do
funny.
I.
I like the leopard
funny.
print.
So do
yeah,
I.
that
So,
really
you know,
says
why not
hello.
do more with that stuff?
I do like the smell of
Branding.
it, though. I mean, Sammy Sweetheart promoted a perfume, which wasn't bad, but this I would actually wear. I'm not a homosexual, but I actually would wear this because I think women would like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
you
big
have a
thing.
wife?
I think
Yeah.
guys
No.
should start wearing female perfumes because women are gonna, you know.
They're going to be attracted to it.
Yeah.
I like cologne though.
Kind of odd. Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy, you can't.
Well, no, you'd be surprised. I have good cologne as well.
That does smell good. I can smell it from
Something-
here.
It's kind of just like a mist.
This smells gross.
I don't like musk.
No,
I
musk
like it.
stinks. It's
Musk,
awful.
yeah.
You don't
When
like
guys-
Jovan Musk?
Musk all
Yeah, it's
over.
hideous.
Ugh.
We
I kind of like this.
we got to wrap up because they're really busy. But
You
we,
gotta-
we're
girls
learning
are
that
all over
Snooki is denying that she's pregnant.
Of course.
They need a new place for their reality show because Hoboken sucks a dick. What
You
else?
said it, not me.
And we got the bronzer stuff. How do we get this stuff?
You could get my tanning lotion at any salon.
Real? Any salon?
Any tanning salon.
Damn.
And she sells tanning lotion too.
How come we don't have any of your stuff?
Yeah, why don't you
Jeez,
talk about
I don't
yours?
know. I'm like behind the times right now.
Do you keep up with everything that's being done on this, or do you just have do you say like, all right, look, what's the bottle look like? Is it going out to all the stores, or do you have people that just do
we
that?
design. I design mine.
Yeah. You
Handmade.
definitely want to know what's
Yeah.
going on with your product.
Do you
don't
you
just
keep an
wanna
eye on your
slap
money
name
too?
on it.
Do you can you log
I
online
make
and
sure
look at
my
your
dad,
money?
Yeah, I make sure my dad keeps an eye on it because I want it to.
Don't
stay
trust anybody. Yeah,
for
go on.
my future
Of
kids.
course, of
my
course
future
she's
kids.
Of course, she's close to it. She tried to come up with a pickle one, and it didn't work.
Yeah, that's
A
that's
pickle?
Well, you
Pickle
said you went with
perfume.
the pickle scent or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
And then
Smell
she
like
tried
asshole.
really funny
Not
story.
like
When
shit.
I was a kid and I would go out
no.
to the diner with my grandmother, I would ask for everybody's pickles. Apparently,
Real pickles?
God damn, Jimmy.
Yeah, I
the
just
only
wanted to-
way you would get away with
I
that.
love
wanted
how
to-
you preface that with funny
I
story.
just wanted to end the segment on a really really cool story about my childhood.
You're an
Well,
asshole.
did we get all the plugs out? Anything else you guys want to mention? 'Cause we know you got to
Jersey
go.
Shore, Thursday, 10 p.m. MTV.
Right.
Of course. And look for the new show.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
What is the name of the new show?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't
Right,
know.
Shirley
No
times
idea.
2012. Who knows?
I'm starting to think they don't have a new show. It's JWoww and Snooki. Thanks, Snooki. Thanks for doing our show finally.
Yeah.
We've had
Yeah, we've
JWoww
had
here.
everybody else
The only
on.
one we haven't had is Ronnie. What's up? What's up with
We were
him?
with him yesterday. I've never laughed so hard in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's around. You
He
should
doesn't
get him
really
to
do
come in.
press though.
Yeah.
I
He's
think.
here.
He
Yeah?
just,
Is he? Yeah.
he's staying out in L.A., but he's around if we can get a hold of him.
We have Vinny on a few times. He's really good.
Yeah.
We like
Ronnie's
Vinny.
a riot.
Yeah.
You gotta have Ronnie.
Well, Vinny's a
Yeah.
downer though. Let's be honest with that
Yeah.
depression thing.
Vinny's
With his
what?
fucking
I have a
anxiety
question
now.
though.
kidding.
When we walk out, you guys gonna talk shit about us again?
Yes.
Yes.
No. Were we talking shit?
Well, that's kind of why I never did it, because you guys are mean.
We were mad you didn't do our show.
We were mad. Yeah. You got to do the show. Or, you know.
I didn't
we
say
thought,
no.
we thought you were blowing us off. I'm
No.
glad this came up.
Yeah, sometimes what will happen
We wanted
is
you on the show.
We'll request somebody, hey, will so-and-so do it? And then they do a bunch of other shows on the platform, and they just don't do this show. And nothing has been said. And a lot of times the publicist, or it is what it is. And then we're like,
Yeah,
why
I
would that
don't have
person...
control.
But I'm
Remember
saying, but
that
that's
was
what it is.
me?
Like, why
Yeah.
would
You
they...
guys had a weirdo here that kept texting me.
Yes.
Yeah. Who?
You
Steve.
remember that?
Steve who?
Our old producer.
Steve, our old
Steve C?
producer.
And I was
Oh, right.
skeeved
He's
out
gone
and I
now.
want to come on.
Oh, you had to change your phone number. He's no longer around. I forgot about that.
But Snooki, you don't think some of the stuff you do on your show kind of opens you up for people to kind of goof on you and kind of make?
Oh no,
make
I
fun?
don't care about that. But I
Yeah.
mean, come on, it's been 3 years now. Like
Yeah,
the
we're
joke's
hearing the
over with
same
the
shit from 2
STDs
years ago.
and being
It's
sluts
like-
and orange and
Wait,
it's over.
Wait, we got a problem with Snooki?
No,
We
I don't
good?
have a problem with Snooki.
It's
We'll
over
wait till
now.
tomorrow.
How about we go with it was a misunderstanding?
There's no
We
misunderstanding.
wanted her on the show.
Yeah,
and then maybe we said
unfortunately,
some shit. I don't even know.
The reruns are still running. So you
Wait,
know.
how about we?
So
Oh, yeah.
even though things change,
Wait.
you could tune in for the first time, see something, and go, "This chick's out of her fucking mind."
what did you hear that we said?
Oh, I don't know, a lot of like Twitter stuff, and I'm like, you know,
Twitter
I think
stuff.
Opie
Oh,
and
that's
Anthony don't
Opie.
like us.
Oh, that's
it's me?
Opie. Opie is constantly tweeting nasty shit about people.
Why are you
I
throwing
tweet
me under
good
the
stuff.
bus?
I'm funny.
What did I
Twitter
say?
guy.
Oh, I don't remember. It was a while ago.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Thank God.
We'll have to look into that.
No,
Yeah,
because now
look-
they're going to
look through
remind
his-
you
look through
of
his
what I
entire-
said.
yes, everybody
No,
look
they're going to
through the
remind.
entire path.
And now we're good.
Wait, was Steve sending you texts that were like sexy in nature, but putting LOL at the end of them? Is there anything
Ugh, don't you
creepier
hate those?
when someone does that?
Suck my dick, LOL.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we can hang out or something, ROFL. Who's laughing at that?
No one.
What if I tweet I love Snooki? Would that be good?
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's a little too intense. We just met.
Not love in that way. Just
And now you're
Infatuated.
you're kind of a new Snooki for the new
yeah.
No,
year.
I'm just not drunk.
Yeah, okay. You do come off as like when you drink, you come
yeah.
off as like a problem.
Because wasted.
Yeah,
Well, when
yeah.
we
The
don't,
only-
when we
the only thing
film,
see
we
on
have
the show
no
is wasted.
cell phone,
Yeah.
no internet, no TV. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
aside from the
crazy.
show,
Who
I
else are you
hardly
gonna talk
drink.
to?
Oh, believe me, I have all that stuff and I still drink.
Vinny, Vinny talked about that stuff.
Just imagine like just being around people drunk with none of those
I can't-
vices to like do anything with.
Nah, that's
I can't
So
imagine
back
not
then-
having a phone for an
That's
hour.
crazy.
You guys had to hand over your phones for
4
what, 6
months?
4 months.
That's why alcohol's our best friend.
Can you
Yes.
outdrink guys, Snooki?
Yeah.
Most guys?
Yeah.
How's that possible?
I
You're
have
a little
no
thing.
idea. I don't
It's
know what goes
unbelievable.
on.
Yeah.
If I did a
And
quarter
I
of
never
what
get
she did-
hangovers. I never throw up when
Oh,
I drink.
man.
It's a miracle.
and she could keep going. Like she starts at 11, she can go to 11 the next day.
Yeah, I know.
It's amazing.
It's the meatball day.
a
Yeah.
I've
I think
seen
it's
every
the
show.
meatball in me.
Can I say I really like Snooki?
Really?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's nice.
How about this?
yeah,
I like
that's nice.
how about I like Snooki
I want
a
to bury
lot.
the hatchet right now.
But
But,
put it-
but
put
these
it-
assholes are going to remind you of what has been said.
I
over
like
this.
Snooki a lot, but don't forget to put a space between A and lot because it's creepy when you make it one word.
Oh, really?
It's a Steve thing if you do.
Yes, Steve.
Never gonna
Yes.
forget Steve.
LOL.
All right, we're saying that they
Yeah.
they have to leave. They have
They're
other
very
friends.
busy girls
He's
today.
gonna sue me now, okay?
Nah.
Well, you
Nah,
didn't
he
say his
won't.
name. You didn't mention incompetence or any of this. All right. So, JWoww and Snooki, Jersey Shore. We really don't need to promote that. 10 o'clock on Thursdays, which
Yeah.
is
It's
tonight
a good season.
on MTV.
Absolutely a good season. Vinny's back.
Thank you, Goyles.
And I now smell
Thank
good.
you.
It's Jenny Wow with 2 W's at the end, and Snooki obviously on Twitter. So there you go.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. And we're done for the day, so we
Yes,
can't even
we
talk
are.
bad
We're
about
outta
you
here.
even if we wanted
Yeah,
to.
we have to wait till tomorrow.
We'll wait till tomorrow. Yeah. All right.
You're listening to the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM.